All right, go ahead. Go check it out. Talk to me, Jeff. Make sure I got you.
Hey, test.
Test.
Good. Okay.
Let's roll, man.
All right. It's on. Ready to go. Bill, tell us. You need this.
It's got
There
the
you go.
Did
That's
you,
updated roster.
do you need theirs?
Yes. Thank you. It's perfect. All right.
Music's on point, man.
It's good stuff, isn't it?
I mean, we've had Led Zeppelin. We've had.
Do you know who I give this to? Do I give this to you? Some money? Okay. I'll set it right there. It's money for the game. We have to give money for the broadcast. That's fine. No big deal. I'm not stressed about it. No. It's signed to Powdersville High School. Yeah. $75 per the rule of the South Carolina High School League.
You could cash it and go have a little bit of a small party.
Yeah. You ready, Jeff? Bill? Okay. All right, intro is what, 2 minutes? Okay, sounds good. Thank you, bud. All right, bye.
Logan told me he can hear us on the podcast.
Yeah, so you can take it and get you a tank of gas.
I was in California last week, and you couldn't get a tank of gas for that. It's about a little less than 6. Isn't that crazy? I was in just south of – I was actually in Southern California. Okay. I was in Newport Beach.
You still do stats as well as play-by-play?
So I'm not fast enough where I can, call and do my spreadsheet. So I'll pull up the tape when I get home.
Oh, okay. You don't do it right here.
No, actually, I got to teach stats with me.
You just keep the music going.
So I tried to pick it up this year to do it.
I told him his music.
As we call the game, and it's quite challenging.
His music was spot on, man.
But see, I have the benefit of people not being able to see. So if I'm a little bit late on the call, they're cool. You're not. They're right there, what's going on?
And I've tried. Every week I'll pull my spreadsheet up.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm under the impression that I can do it.
Well, I would imagine it's tough with a spreadsheet, though. See, I have to do it with pencil. It's a lot easier to write, I would think, than
Does
type
anybody
it in.
come through this door right here? Oh, is it? Okay. This.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
If somebody comes out of there, we got a problem. I just want.
That's not a bathroom. It's a closet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, I'm not going to use it. I mean, I had to go downstairs. Yeah. That's right. That's fine. No problem. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it right there when I leave. If y'all want to get it, y'all can get it. If not, it'll stay right there until next year.
You might want to set something on top of it so it don't blow away.
That's right.
We're young. We played a really tough schedule. Played a lot of really good teams. Look at that rain.
Hey, buddy.
But
20 seconds from going live. All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
We're always athletic.
Bye.
Yeah.
A little wet, my man.
Probably. We'll have our hands full tonight, obviously.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Weather,
I was going to go out there and talk to Iris. I was like, good. I'm good. Follow up with you later.
Ball. Yeah.
All right, we're ready, Jeff. Just a second.
All right. You tell me, boss man.
All right, everybody, welcome to tonight's football game between the Powdersville Patriots and the Cyclones at Chester High School. This is Clint Davis, Jeff Kerr, and Jim Fuller here on WRBK. We're also on this podcast, Spreaker.com. Go search Chester Cyclone Football, and you will pick us up. We hope to have a different web address next year. We're going to try probably a different software. That'll give us a little bit longer game broadcast time. Right now, I'm going to do 3 hours, and so it takes us a little while. We may have to refresh throughout the game. Bill, you'll have to do that as well because we're sending the feed to the radio station tonight through the podcast. just be aware of that when we're in commercial breaks. If you're listening to the podcast, you'll be hearing us talk, and you'll be hearing what's going on in the press box. It's like a live look into what happens inside this press box. It's kind of scary.
It's not always pretty.
Yeah. No, it's kind of scary to think about. So just keep mind of that, Jimbo, as you talk. So, Jeff, good to have you back, man.
Man, it's good to be back. I was in California last week and been out and a lot of things happening, but it's great to be back. It's beautiful weather tonight. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a picture-perfect night. I mean, windy, rain, tropical storm coming in. It's great football weather.
I tell you what, it's a perfect night for a football team like Chester that wants to throw the ball over the top and use its speed.
Yeah.
Right, so this is going to be a perfect night for Chester to come out and play this football game. It's actually drizzling. It's raining pretty hard now, and the guy standing beside me was outside, and he's soaked from head to toe, but he will be dried off soon. Good folks here at Powdersville, and we appreciate them. Jimbo, second round of the state playoffs. We had a good game last week.
We had a great game last week. We saw some things last week on offense that we have not seen before, mainly Trooper throwing the ball downfield. We haven't seen that. 50, 60-yard passes. We saw three of those. But tonight it might be a little difficult. Football may be a little slippery.
Well, weather can be an equalizer when you've got a team that's maybe a little bit more talented than the other, or maybe just playing a little bit better. But rain and conditions, ball bounces funny, pops out. So, it can be interesting to see. I think, Clint, I think you were talking about this on the way up here, but Powdersville likes to run the football. They've got a dude back there, and we're going to have to stop the run. But we're going to run the football, too. Hopefully we can throw a little bit, but that wind could play a factor. I was looking at the radar, and it looks kind of like around the game time. We're going to be fine up until about 8:30 or so.
Flags
and then the rain's going to really start coming in.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I'm glad they moved the game to Thursday night. Potentially could be worse tomorrow night. We don't really know. They just take a stab at it, try to get it there, and try to figure out exactly when they want to start the football game, when they want to play. Look at it based off weather forecast. This storm's coming a little earlier, I think, than they anticipated. But with all that said, this would be a good night. We'll take a break and we'll get back. Cyclone football and WRBK.
I got my buddy, my working running mate. Up in Long Island, my buddy Joe Alloy is listening in.
What's up, buddy? What's his name, Joe?
Joe.
Oh, Joe.
He's a big New York Giants fan. He can't help that.
I'll tell you about Daniel Jones, baby. He's starting to play.
But anyway, he's listening in tonight, so I told him we would humor him a little bit. He'd get to hear some good old Southern folks talk, and if you listen to him talk, he's a true New Yorker.
Well, I hope I don't talk too fast with too much of a drawl.
I think speed
so
more
Joe,
than a draw.
Joe, I hope you enjoyed the game, buddy. It'll be it's going to be a fun one, and we're going to be wet. It's raining sideways here. I think you said you guys are getting it tomorrow night, so we'll send it on up to you.
Yeah, it's coming up through. I think the main part of the storm is supposed to be here midday tomorrow. In Greenville, it's actually coming up this way. It's coming left of Chester, west of Chester, coming up through Powdersville, Greenville area. So we'll see how it goes, but looking forward to tonight's game. Got a stat guy beside me, so I'm going to be nice to him and see if he'll let me look over his shoulder at times throughout the game to see if we can't pick up some stats. He may not since he's a Powdersville guy, but he looks like a nice enough fella. So
I'm going to go odds on that those tents will not make it to the first half. They're going to a couple of those tents are going to be at the end of the other end zone.
Well, the poor old cheerleaders will be out of luck because that's where they're standing for shelter right now.
I'm going to tell you something. If you've made the trip from Chester and you're sitting in the stands over there, you're a fan.
Well, not only that, but you fought all that traffic on I-85.
God.
Don't talk about the traffic.
Oh, my God.
It was horrible.
Our buddy Travis is caught up in the traffic. Travis Jenkins. Goodness gracious. All right, we get started back in a few seconds. All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School in Anderson School District number 1 here, Jimbo. You know a little bit about school districts and whatnot. Cyclones come over from Chester. Jeff, we talked a little bit during the break about the situation on the way over. The weather's not great. Rained on us all the way over, but, man, the traffic on I-85. There must have been some kind of accident or something. Thankfully, we were able to scoot around it with GPSs, but a lot of Cyclone fans caught up in that traffic as they try to get here.
I can imagine if you're listening, just be patient. It'll get a little bit bit better. But nothing that a good old barbecue sandwich and some fries couldn't take care of.
But it was really good. A barbecue sandwich with slaw. How did you like yours, Jimbo?
Boy, it was wonderful. I really enjoyed mine. I don't like fries as a rule, but those fries were good.
Yeah, Shane's Rib Shack was fantastic. So we appreciate those folks feeding us tonight.
New press box this year in Powdersville. It's
yeah,
nice.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We were here last year in the third round of the playoffs, and they told us they were going to get a new one. But so when we got here, I was expecting – I'd forgotten about that. And we started up the steps. It's beautiful, and it's nice. You can see
really
the field.
Nice.
And always great folks over here taking good care of us. Got good music in the stadium.
Man, yeah, they got some Led Zeppelin, some ZZ Top. Oh, that's awesome. Good. The field looks in great shape too. I was looking out there when we were coming up, but the field looks great. I don't know what kind of drainage system it has. I don't think you're going to get that type of rain as we go out through the night, but it's going to be slippery, guys.
No, in fact, I don't know if it's going to. Who knows? The forecast has been varied, but some of the forecasts I saw. It's going to be steady, but maybe not real heavy. Then they're only expecting a half an inch through the night and a half an inch tomorrow. So this storm may give us a good soaking, but it may not, Jimbo, give us the amount of rain that we have had in other tropical storms.
Yeah, if it's a half tonight and half tomorrow, we okay. I mean, we'll be in good shape.
Absolutely.
The field looks like it's got a good crown to it, so
yeah,
it should drain well.
Field's going to drain well. Ball will just be wet. That's going to be a challenge. But both teams got to play in these elements. Both teams got to play with wet footballs. Both teams got to tackle. Both teams got to hit each other. Both teams got to stand in the rain. So everybody's going to have to deal with everybody's going to have to deal with the elements. And so Chester is going to miss its kicker tonight. Austin Allen out again this week. He was out last week, and so they'll be having the Whaley kid, Raiden Whaley, number 14, will be our extra point guy if we choose to kick an extra point in these conditions. I don't know what we'll do, so we'll see. He was, I think, 3 for 5 last week, Jimbo. So we'll see what they got. But we'll take another break and we'll get ready for this game. We'll come back and talk a little bit about it. Powdersville's 10-1 on the season. Cyclones 7-4 coming into this one.
My buddy Joe, he's listening. He's texting back and forth and he's digging the southern accents, but he was laughing about us. He lives on Long Island, and he was laughing about traffic. He said, "You guys got traffic."
Traffic for us, Joe.
So he picked me up from the airport this past summer and at JFK, and we had to go about 30 miles, and it took us like 2 hours on a Sunday afternoon. And nonetheless, it took us like 2 hours and 10 minutes to get to wherever we were going.
Hey, Joe, we live in a town. I don't know if you know this, and everybody knows. We live in a town that if you have to wait for 4 cars at a stop sign, you wonder where
That's
the
a
fire.
bad day.
We wonder where the fire is.
That's a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, he was a little bit humorous about our comment about traffic. Look at the rain coming down sideways, guys.
A little bit of a breeze out there.
Yeah. So, do you take the wind in the first quarter and try to get a little bit of an advantage with
wind blowing a little bit right to left?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We don't get paid the bucks. We actually pay to come do these things.
Really?
By the time we
seen
feed
the
our
check.
food.
I've seen the check.
Yeah, we have to do that for the high school league.
I know.
But yeah, we actually pay to come do these things. So with our food and everything, so we roll with it from there. So. But, so we'll look forward to it. They've cut the lights out on us. I hope that it's not a sign for the future. I thought minute before minute the power went out.
You got a little Billy Idol going on. I'm telling you right now, best music guy I've seen all year. He wins the. I'm going to get a plaque made and send it to you. I'll have it delivered. Best music guy 2022.
From the Chester radio crew, because that is a high level.
Because that's something that everybody is. That's kind of like between an ESPY and an Oscar, and a Grammy. Yeah, Grammy, like composer. Yeah, you definitely win. Now our guy at home does play some good music.
All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School. Thank you guys so much for joining us on WRBK and the podcast online. Chester fans, there's a few of them, more and more coming in as the night goes on. I see a few moving around, players, parents, and diehard fans, and we're thankful for all those folks and fans for Powdersville here as well. A lot of umbrellas in the stands, and it could be a steady rain for the rest of the night. We're glad to be in the press box, however, in the drive.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. There's 11 over there, and there's 10 more than I thought that would be here. Hey, listen, you're a fan if you come out. I don't care what team you support. You come out tonight, you're a football fan, and good for them. I was talking to Clint. You get these playoff games, and you get the opportunity to host, and it's a money revenue. It's for the concession stand and for the booster club and all that. And you hate for weather like this because it really has a negative impact on that, and you just feel bad for all those involved. But we still got to play the game, guys.
That's right. And the field's the same on both sides.
Yeah.
Football's the same on both sides.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's go.
I'm looking forward to seeing this football game tonight. It's been a couple of weeks since I've seen a football game, but looking forward to this. Powdersville comes in 10-1 record. Cyclones come in at 7-4, and we're just it's going to be interesting to see how we play. Athletic-wise, I'm sure we're going to match up, but this is an experienced team, and I remember coming here last year, and they were minus a couple of key players, Clint, and they got those guys back tonight, and I remember their quarterback last year could sling it a little bit.
Yeah, so this is a Powdersville team that's 10-1. Basically, the whole team has come back from what I understand. Their lowest point output on the season is 37. 35, and they amassed that in a loss to Hillcrest, their only loss of the season. But the rest of the games, they've been over 45 points, maybe 41 against Malden. But everything else in the 50s. Yeah. They won last week 50-14 over Crescent. Not a big surprise there. But this is a football team that's playing really well, really hot, and, you got a taste in their mouth. Chester's played over here a couple times, I think 2 or 3 times in the last 4 or 5 years. They've played Powdersville in the playoffs and beat them.
Yep.
So I think they obviously going to come in with a little chip on their shoulder.
Sure.
They're going to come in ready to go. Last year they were undefeated.
Right.
In the third round of the playoffs, 12-0. Chester comes in here and beats them. In the second half, started pulling away. They were missing their running back. They lost their key linebacker. Mm-hmm. Those guys are back tonight, and so it should be an interesting ball game before us, Jimbo, and see what Powdersville brings to the table.
I tell you what, if you score 35 points and lose, that's not a real embarrassment because if you score 35, you should win. So
I'm gonna go on record and say if a team gets 35 tonight, they most likely win. What do you
yeah,
think, Jimbo?
based on weather conditions, I think
agree.
you're right.
I think
I hate that this is so cliche, but I think the team that turns it over the least probably will win this football game. Because
that's my line.
Yeah, that's your line. That's old 8-2's line. Coach, as we call him.
Yeah, turnovers will be a factor, and I hope we don't get the fumble-itis or the penalty-itis.
Well, when you look at the flag out there, the wind's blowing. It looks like it's blowing a little bit.
It's picked up.
Yeah, it's picked up. The rain's coming down a little bit sideways. It's not heavy, but it is. It's coming down steady. So I think we're going to see a lot of that. Right now, we're going to replay the national anthem, Clint.
All right. Well, let's take a quick break and we'll come back. This is Chester High School football on WRBK.
Look, come in here.
Travis, made it through the traffic.
Did you get through the traffic?
We worked our way around. We came through some neighborhoods I didn't even know existed.
Did you stay on 85 or how'd you come? Was it a wreck or just traffic?
Prayer, guys.
Amen.
Amen. That's what I'm talking about.
Was it a wreck?
Tonight's national anthem is a pre-recorded version by your Powdersville High School marching band under the direction of Mr. Trey Farrell and Mr. Chris Mitchell. During tonight's anthem, former and current members of the United States Armed Forces not in uniform are authorized to render a military and salute.
All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School. National anthem's being played. All right, back here getting ready for tonight's ball game. We got 7 minutes and 40 seconds till kick on this beautiful night for football here in Powdersville, South Carolina. It really is pretty from the press box. We've got a beautiful field, and the field's in great shape. Folks take really good care of it over here, and they do a really good job. Let me give you the starting lineup for the Chester Cyclones tonight. First of all, on offense, we will start with the guys up front. That'll be number 61, Jordan Land at the right tackle. At the center, Number 63, Jeremiah Gladden at the right guard. Number 70, Javante Weldon at the left tackle. Number 75, Julius McCullough at the left guard. And the right tackle will be number 52, C.J. McCree. As we get through the rest of the lineup for the Cyclones here, number 2, Reggie Heath will start on the outside as a wide receiver, along with number 10, Tyler Williams. In the slot will be Andre Evans, number 3, as well as number 6, Jaquan Carter. In the backfield tonight will be number 31, Shadim McCullough, and the signal caller tonight will be number 12, Trooper Floyd, a sophomore, who will also do the punting duties for the Cyclones. And we look forward to seeing what that offense can do in these weather conditions. The defense is going to be tested tonight. Cyclones have had a challenge stopping the running of the football this season, and particularly in recent weeks. And so we expect Powdersville to come out and try to exploit the Cyclone defense. They're small, they're fast, but they are vulnerable at times when they run straight at them in that 3-3 stack defense. But up front for the Cyclones will be number 38, Trajan P. at the nose tackle. Cortez Woods, number 42, will be the one of the defensive tackles, and number 55, Terry Radford, the other defensive tackle. You'll also see in the game number 50, DeAndre Hall, as well as number 52, C.J. McCree up front. The linebackers tonight for the Cyclones be number 5, Kyan Kennedy at the middle backer position. Number 4, DJ Stevenson at the weak wheel position, the weak side linebacker, and number 16, Antonio Hopkins at the strong side linebacker, that Sam linebacker position for the Cyclones. The spur will be number 3, Andre Evans. Cornerbacks will be number 1, Zeke Evans, and number 2, Reggie Heath Jr. And we'll also see perhaps some Jaquan Carter. Up the middle, we'll see number 7, Maurice Feaster at another of the spur position, along with number 16. Oh, goodness, he's left me. Baxley, number 8, Darian Baxley. And then the free safety will be number 31, Shadim McCullough. Other guys will get in the ball game. They'll rotate around as they usually do. And we expect to see Coach Jerry Caldwell use a variety of defensive fronts and variety of defenders to try to stop this Powdersville team, which has been putting up points all season long. Cyclones coming to this game 7-4 on the season, having handled Blue Ridge easily last week, and coming in second in their region after losing to Clinton on the final game of the regular season. They had a significant loss, but they seemed to have bounced back last week against Blue Ridge. We'll take another break, and we'll be back. 4 minutes and 37 seconds left before this one kicks here in Powdersville, South Carolina.
Hey, Clint, I may stand behind you when they're down in this end. I may just stand behind you off to your left shoulder because I can't, from standing right here, I can't see from the 30-yard end.
Not going to bother me. You stand wherever you need to, brother. Captain's on the field.
He said it was just traffic.
Yeah.
No wreck.
You in here tonight? You in here tonight? Oh, we can't see. You can't see. You got too many people around. Didn't I have a cover up top? Was up top not covered? Oh, is it? I mean, I just wondered. Oh, is it? It doesn't cover the whole thing? Oh, I see. I got you. Because somebody said, well, everybody's in here because of the rain. I thought maybe it wasn't covered. Ours isn't covered.
Looks like Powdersville won the toss. Well, I think they won the toss and chose to receive the ball.
Who won the toss?
I think Powdersville won and then elected to take the football.
Powdersville won? And they received.
Yep, they're going to receive.
I don't. You know what? I think in a game like this, I take the football first.
I don't blame them at all. I don't blame them at all. They're fired up, ready to go. They should be. All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School. Just had the coin toss on the field. Clint Davis, Jeff Kerr, Jim Fuller here. Cyclones 7-4 in the second round of the state playoffs, taking on the 10-1 Powdersville Patriots. Their one loss came to a 4A Power West side this season at a 37-35 game midway through the season. They're region champs and went undefeated in their region for the second consecutive year. Let me give you the captains for Powdersville who ended up winning the toss. Number 14, the senior, Kyle Rice. He was a receiver. Number 16, Eli Hudgens, a junior quarterback. Number 21, Thomas Williams, a senior running back, and I believe he has some significant potential for the next level. And number 44, Peyton Little, he's a senior linebacker for the Powdersville Patriots, who are 10-1 on the season. Captains for the Cyclones, number 3, Andre Evans, and number 31, Shadeem McCullough. Powdersville won the toss and elected to receive the football. So they'll get the football to start this one. They'll be going right to left against the Cyclone defense. We'll take a quick break, a 1-minute break, Bill, and we'll be back to get ready for this one. 1 minute on the clock until this game kicks off. All right.
Let's roll.
Let's get it on, boys.
Got a little Miami hurricane smoke out there.
Ain't nothing better than a good fire extinguisher.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of them.
I shot a fire extinguisher one time in college and training. That was some of the most fun I ever had. Had to put a fire out I was an RA. We had to put a fire out in a trash can. That was so much fun.
Just for trash can fire.
Huh?
Just for a trash can.
Well, it wasn't actually on fire. They just said it was a simulated thing, right?
Oh,
on
okay.
fire
Practicing.
because I was an RA. You had to do it. So we were practicing and training. It was so much fun to pick that thing up. My kids would love it.
They've got a little bit of size to them. Just checking them out pregame. Got a little bit of size to them.
They got a pretty big offensive front. Cyclones are going to be – they're undersized all season.
Yeah, I can't think of a single team that we were bigger than they were.
All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School. 12 minutes on the clock to start the first quarter. We're in the press box. It is a rainy night, but we're here in the press box. Number 5, Kyan Kennedy is going to tee it up for the Cyclones. Remember, Austin Allen is out for the night for the Cyclones. He's going to kick it deep to number 14 for Powdersville, who is Kyle Rice, and number 13, who is a deep man, and that is Elijah Huggins. Powdersville also has number 21 deep as well. That's Thomas Williams. Kennedy's got it teed up, and the Cyclone kick recovery team is about 2 yards off the 40. Here's a run-up and a kick. It's a low line drive kick. It's going to be taken at the 7-yard line by the deep man. He's going to get over the 20-yard line. Cyclone's going to give chase. They're going to stop him after he bowls the pile to the 23-yard line, where the Powdersville Patriots will put it in play 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line, moving right to left.
Andre Evans on the tackle, Clint, for the Cyclones.
Powdersville wears blue jerseys and white pants, white helmets. Cyclones in their blue pants, white jerseys, blue helmets, a uniform they use frequently on the road.
Think of Powdersville as Penn State without all the helmet stuff.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Quarterback's going to line up in an offset pistol formation in the shotgun. He's 3-4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Number 16 is his number. Eli Hudgens is his name. He waits on the snap, looks to the sideline, gets his play call. He hands it off to his running back over the right side. Cyclones give chase, but not before he gets to the 30-yard line, and Shadim McCullough meets him at the 30. He's going to drive the pile forward to about the 31. That's a good substantial gain for Powdersville of 8 yards on first down. Handed it off to number 13, Elijah Hudgens. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Eli Hudgens and Elijah Huggen.
Say that 3 times in a row fast.
Ball's on the left hash. Second down and 1. 2 receivers to the right side of the formation. Man goes in motion. Quarterback takes a snap, hands it off on the jet streak. Nope, he keeps it himself up the hole, and he goes to the 40-yard line to the 41. That's a beautiful fake to the guy on the jet sweep.
I'm going to be honest with you. He faked me out because I was thinking the guy in the end, we got him back for a loss.
Eli Hudgens. He gained about 10 on the play, brings up 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball's on their own 41, moving right to left against the Cyclones. Cyclones in their 3-3 stack defense. Now they've got some men up front, 4 down linemen. Quarterback lifts his left leg, sends a man in motion, and takes the snap. He's going to look to try to throw downfield. Cyclones got a delayed blitz. He throws across the middle. He's got a guy at the 40. Cyclones give chase, Reggie Heath, but not before he's tackled at the 35-yard line of the Cyclones.
A lot of time to throw back there, Clint. He really had a lot of time to look and pick for his target. Made a beautiful throw, good catch, good throw.
Gain of 24 yards for hookup between the quarterback and number 33, I believe it was, Ethan Miller. 23, excuse me. Michael Jordan takes the handoff, hands it off to his running back on the outside. Cyclones give chase. He's got a good blocking. He gets over the 30-yard line to the 27. That's number 21, Thomas Williams, over the left side. Powdersville is picking them up, putting them down here on this opening drive of the ball game. Second down and 4 after a gain of 6. 10:30 to go in the first. No score here in Powdersville. Quarterback in a pistol formation. Takes a shotgun snap, turns around, hands it off to Williams over the left side. 20-yard line, 15-10, 5 touchdown, Powdersville. Williams over the left side for a touchdown, 6-0 with 10:23 to go in the first.
Boy, he had a big hole on the left side.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Cyclones are going to have to answer. They're going to do the same thing.
Yeah, we haven't even had the ball
If
yet.
the first drive is any indication, the Cyclones are going to have their hands full tonight.
Well, they've been putting up. Yeah, that's right. They've been putting up a lot of points all season long. Lowest output was 35 in their loss to West Side. Game 5 or 6, I believe it is. On to try the extra point is number 9, Nate Spearman. Waiting on the snap. High snap. Holds down, up, kicks up. It is good. So it's 7-0, 10:23 to go in the first. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. This is Chester High School football on WRBK. Well,
that was too easy.
That was easy.
Yeah, it was.
We understand why they've been putting up so many points. Coach Muster's team is he's got a good football team out there right now.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we didn't give much. We didn't have much resistance there at all.
That was a big hole on the left-hand side. God, it was a big hole.
Yeah, and they got some speed. I mean, there's 2 guys in the back. So they can run a little bit. So, but here's the thing: Chester's going to have to come back, and they're just going to have to answer. We're going to have to answer when they, and try to create some turnovers, perhaps, and hopefully the ball gets a little slippery for somebody on their side. And
yeah, Cyclone's going to need a turnover or 2 tonight, I think, to get this one where they want to get it as the game goes on. There's, I think, 21 seniors on this football team. It's an experienced team, and certainly we talked about it. They have certainly believe they owe the Cyclones one after last year, and in fairly recent years, Cyclones have been dominant in the playoffs against the Powdersville Patriots.
When you talk about 23 seniors, I believe that was how many Clinton had, too.
All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School. Cyclones down after the opening drive of the game, 7-0. Powdersville marched it down for they started to 27, so a 77-yard touchdown drive on the opening possession. Here's the run-up and the kick. It's going to be a low-line driver. It's going to drive the Cyclone defender, Andre Evans, down inside his 5-yard line. He picks it up after he bobbles the catch. He starts to the left side. He's got some running room, but he's going to be tackled at the 15-yard line, maybe 14-yard line by that kick coverage from Powdersville. The rain has stopped on the field as of right now, and so it is a pretty night for football right now, Jimbo.
Yes, it is. Let's just hope this continues for a while.
Trooper Floyd brings his offense on the field. Powdersville's going to come out. They're going to have 3 down linemen. maybe a fourth. A defensive end is going to be a stand-up end on the right side of the defense. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Shadim McCullough. Shadim gets over the 15-yard line. He gained maybe 1 on the play, maybe 2. Brings up 2nd down and 8. 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cyclones down 7-0. It's Clint Davis, Jim Fuller, Jeff Kerr on WRBK. Trooper Floyd got the team in a huddle here, waiting on the call from Coach Floyd. Coach Blake Peter holds up the scorecard sign. Now Trooper gives the play to his offensive lineman. Joaz McCullough, first to break the huddle, last to get to the line. Trooper's got 2 receivers way out to the right side. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Shadim, who started right, cut back left. He's going to push the pile forward. He get close to the 20-yard line, maybe the 18.
He might have picked up 2, Clint, maybe 3, but I think it's closer to 2. It's going to be 3rd and about 6.
3rd down and 6 over there.
Maybe 5. Yeah, 3rd and 5. Perhaps.
3rd and 5, 3rd and medium. Jimbo, need to pick this one up, though, I think.
Big time.
Yeah, I mean, 3 and out's the last thing we need right now.
Is he going to throw it or are we going to run it?
We'll see.
I think you got to roll him out a little bit, give him that run-pass option. He's not the fleetest of the feet, but he can run the football.
7-0 lead for Powdersville. They got the Cyclones 3rd and 5 on their first offensive possession of the game. 3 down linemen and a stand-up end on the right side. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, fires out here in the flats. He and Reggie Heath had a miscommunication. Ball falls incomplete. Trooper will stay on to punt for the Cyclones.
I'll tell you what, guys, if that ball's thrown to Reggie, that ball's probably picked off.
It's picked off.
Yeah.
Reggie was double-teamed, and I would imagine to see Powdersville double-team Reggie tonight. I would expect to see that. So beat us with somebody other than number 2.
Exactly.
I think it would have been had.
Troopers on the punt. He's going to stand inside his 10-yard line to his 5. They just had this ball spotted at the wrong place. Deep, 2 men deep to receive the punt for Powdersville. They stand at their own 45-yard line. Troopers waiting on the snap from Jalen Moss. He gets a good snap. He steps into it. Powdersville almost gets it, but it's a good low kick. It's going to take a Cyclone roll. Hits at the Cyclone 45, rolls across midfield to the 48-yard line of the Patriots, where they'll take it over 1st and 10 with their second offensive possession of the night. 8:39 to go in the first quarter. Patriots up 7-0.
Well,
that's close to being blocked.
They've got ideal field position in the way they move the football. The last thing I think the Cyclones need right here is to give up another score and be down 2 scores in the first quarter early. So defense has got to tighten up here, guys, and just let's try to create some 3rd and longs.
Yeah, quarterback number 16, Eli Hudgens, brings his offense on the field. Standing behind him in a pistol formation is number 21, Thomas Williams. Waiting on the snap. Sends a man in motion from right to left. Cyclone's going to bring some pressure, but he hands it off. And there's running back in the backfield. Antonio Hopkins hits him back for a 4-yard loss. Good stop by Antonio.
Yeah, they guessed at the right hole then.
While we get a little break in the action to run the 2nd down play, I want to say hello to Larry Teague, a man of Chester, listens to us regularly. Larry, thanks so much for listening. Appreciate you supporting the Cyclones via the broadcast on WRBK. Hudgens in the quarterback formation, waiting on the snap. 3 receivers to the left side. Takes the snap, going to roll to his left, throw back across his body. Ball's up in the air. 13 has a chance to catch it. Elijah Huggins, but the ball falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and long here for the Cyclone defense.
Well, I suggested we create now that we got to make something happen out of this. I don't think we can sit back and let this guy. I think we've got to put him. I think we got to make him move his feet a little bit and make him a little bit uncomfortable. So I look for us to put some type of pressure on him this time, Clint.
Yeah, Cyclones, that 3-3 stack defense, you almost have to bring pressure. It's hard to get home with 3 guys against a 5-6-man offensive front. Quarterback takes a shotgun snap, slings it out here to the flats to his running back. Running back's trying to split the Cyclones. The Cyclones are going to tackle him for a gain of 2, maybe 3, Andre Evans, and that's going to force the 4th down and long, and Powdersville's on the punt.
Nice job by the Cyclone defense right there. That's exactly what we needed right here. We're going to get the ball back, hopefully going to get decent field position, probably better than where we started last time.
Huggins slung it into the flats to Thomas Williams, his running back. Safety valve. Cyclones stop him after a gain of 4. Clock's ticking, 7:40 to go in the first quarter. Cyclones down 7-0. Punter for Powdersville. It's a high floating snap. Cyclones don't give any pressure, but he's got a good punt.
Get out of the way.
Andre's going to try to catch it. It goes between his hands. It's going to roll into the end zone. and it's going to be a touchback. Cyclones going to get it at the 20-yard line.
Well, I thought Andre was going to try to catch
too.
that, and I'm like, oh, just get out of the way.
I think it went right between his hands.
Yeah, I don't even know if it went between his hands, but you're right, Clint. I mean,
Don't take a chance on a game like this.
Ball's going backwards. If you can catch that ball in the rain and the wind going backwards,
Powdersville,
that's next level stuff, man.
Powdersville had a chance to down it inside the 5, and the receiver, the first man down, threw it backwards, and the guy caught it as he was going into the end zone. He couldn't throw it back himself. 7:21 to go in the first. Cyclones take it over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, moving left to right, second offensive possession. Quarterback high snap to Trooper, but he hands it off to Andre Evans. Andre scoots through the hole. He gets to the 28-yard line, a gain of 8, brings up second down and 2.
All right, good pickup on first down for the Cyclones. You can do a lot of things at 2nd and 2.
Still no rain on the field at this point in the football game. Rained pretty heavy when we got here. Well, it was pretty steady when we got here, but it's kind of slowed off as the game has kicked off.
I wouldn't say it was heavy, but it has been steady.
Trooper Floyd in the shotgun, waiting on his snap. He gets the snap, hands it off to Andre up the middle. Andre's got the first down and a few more over the 30 to the 32. That's enough for a Cyclone first down, but there's a penalty marker on the sideline over there near the Cyclones.
Illegal formation, maybe?
I don't know. We'll see. Cyclones are backing up. Legal formation on the Cyclones. Too many men in the backfield. Somebody was lined up probably just a step off the line of scrimmage. Too far back. Got to have
4 in the backfield.
Can't have 5, can you, Jimbo?
Canadian Football League, you can't.
That's right. Got to have 7 on the line of scrimmage. Cyclones picked up the first down, but now they lost 5 on that play.
Yeah.
So now it's second down and 7 for the Cyclones. Balls on their own 23-yard line. Moving left to right against the Powdersville defense. Powdersville's wearing blue jerseys, white helmets, white pants. Cyclones blue pants, red socks, white jerseys, and blue helmets. Traditional away uniforms. Tyler Williams in the game for the Cyclones. Now he starts inside, splits to the outside. Cyclones shift their offensive lineman up front. H-back right behind the right guard.
Movement.
And they got some movement on somebody here.
I think it's going to be on the right tackle. No, delay game. I thought the right tackle moved. I thought he picked up.
I did too.
Delay a game on the Cyclones. They couldn't get lined up in the right position. Moved their whole offensive line from one side to the other. Cyclones went from a 1st and 10, had 2 penalties on that drive. Now it's 2nd down and 12, Jimbo.
Not good. Not good.
Powdersville has their defensive front.
I got to find number 5 somewhere in this drive right here.
3 down. Now they shift them over. 2 linebackers, 6 defensive backs. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to swing it out here in the flats to Andre. Andre gets hit hard by the linebacker who backed off the line of scrimmage. He's been standing up, number 11. He's been a stand-up end. He bounced himself back off the line of scrimmage and then comes after it. Harrison Jeffries with a big-time play. Loss of 3 for the Cyclones brings up 3rd down and 15.
We're going the wrong direction.
5:53 to go and counting in the first. Cyclones down 7-0. Had a first down, pulled off the board with 2 penalties here. Now they put themselves in a big hole inside their own 20-yard line. Got to get to the 30 for a first down. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation, running back Andre Evans to his right. Sends Jaquan Carter in motion from right to left. Takes a shotgun snap. Is going to swing it across the middle. He throws an interception. And the ball is caught at the 20-yard line, 15-yard line, and big number 44 is rumbling his way inside the 10 to the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal for the Powdersville Patriots. Interception by number 44, Peyton Little, the senior linebacker captain of the football team. He caught it at about the 15-yard line, rumbled 6 yards down inside the 10. Powdersville has it. 1st and goal from the Cyclone 9.
You know, boy, how that really changed the momentum of the game. Cyclones with a big defensive stop last series appeared to have a first down, a couple penalties, a bad play, and look, now they're interception and they're 1st and goal inside the Cyclone 10-yard line.
Yeah, Trooper hesitated twice on that, pumped it, and then threw it right into the hands of the linebacker. Takes a snap under center. The quarterback does. Hands it off to his running back out the outside. He bounces off the Cyclone defender. They give chase, but he's going to get out of bounds. Let's see, inside the 5-yard line, or are they going to spot him at the 4? So the Cyclones push him out. Williams was hit in the backfield by the Cyclone defender, Jimbo, but he got down to the 5-yard line. Bring up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, when he turned the corner, he had too much speed. He was going to get some positive yardage, which he did.
Huggins under center. Down inside, deep inside Cyclone territory after the interception by Trooper Floyd. Waits on the snap. Cyclones almost jumped. Then Powdersville steps back and gets a new play call from their coaching staff. Huggins stays under center. Running back right behind him, about 7 yards. Williams takes a snap, hands it off to Williams. Cyclones give chase. They're going to get him in the backfield, take him down for a big-time loss. That's Cortez Woods for the Cyclones, along with number 16, Antonio Hopkins, and number 5, Kyan Kennedy. And he lost 6 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and goal from the 11. That's big-time play, Jeff.
Yeah, it was a really nice play. You know, Cyclones' last drive and this drive have been able to get some penetration on some of the runs. Now, big play right here. I certainly suspect in the past we've got to get him moving, get him on his feet, and not let him just sit back there and look the field over.
4:50 to go in the first quarter. Powdersville up 7-0. Cyclones turn it over deep inside their territory. 3rd down and goal from the 11 for the Patriots. Quarterback Huggins claps his hands, gets the football. He throws a fade pattern into the end zone on a seam route. Touchdown. He hits it number 4 in the back corner of the end zone. Drake Sloan. There was a lot of the Powdersville offensive receiver in the slot just fell down, and it took 2 Cyclones out. It was completely unintentional, but the guy was standing wide open as a result of it. He just slipped. He fell down, and when he did, it just was in a fortuitous location and knocked 2 Cyclone defenders out of the way. Touchdown Powdersville on 3rd down and goal from the 11. On to try the extra point is number 9, Nate Spearman. Waiting on the snap. It's a low snap. They're going to run a fake to the right side, number 23. He's going to take it in for a 2-point conversion. So it's 15-0 on the fake extra point. Number 23, Jack Hudensinger. He's had a good ball game so far. Had a good catch across the middle for 24 yards, and then takes it around the right side on the fake extra point for the conversion. 15-0. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK. Come on, baby. Ice, ice. Let's go, Vanilla. Come on, Jimbo. Come on, 8-2. Show us what you got over there. Give us a little dance, Jimbo.
You're looking at it.
Jimbo, you got to get the sway going, man. Come on, Jimbo.
Oh, man. Look at the wind now.
Wind's picking up down there a little bit. Cyclones in trouble. They're down 15-0. 4 minutes to go in the first. Hate to say it, but they need some points right here. Sustained drive and some points.
It's like last week's game, but it's reversed.
Spearman's on to kick it off here. Ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. Here's the run-up and the kick. Every Powdersville guy's got their hand down in track position. Here's the run-up and the kicks. High end of end kick be taken by the Cyclone receiver at his 4-yard line. Andre Evans, he gets to the 15-yard line, makes a couple men miss. He's going to get over the 25-yard line to about the 26. And Evans got a good return of about 21 yards there. Welcome back if you're just joining us here on WRBK. Cyclones down 15-0, 4:28 to go here in the second round of the state playoffs 3A in Powdersville, South Carolina. Powdersville's 10-1 on the season, and we're understanding why, Jeff.
Yeah, and I can't understate the importance of this drive here. Cyclones have to get a touchdown, guys.
Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back up the middle. That's Shadeem McCullough. Shadeem gets over the 30-yard line to about the 33. He's going to gain probably 6 yards, brings up 2nd down and 4. Cyclones had some positive momentum on the last offensive drive, Jim, but shot themselves in the foot with 2 penalties that were costly and an interception.
Yep. Interceptions will kill you every time, and it was especially bad deep in the territory.
4 minutes to go in the first. Cyclones down 15-0, driving on their 3rd offensive possession. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, calls his own number up the middle. He's going to get it first down. He's get to the 38-yard line. That's enough for a Cyclone first down. He had to get about 3, and he got 5, I believe, or roughly. Ball's on the Cyclone 38-yard line. Moving left to right. Guy to our left, Jeff, he's the music guy and the PA guy. He said he didn't want to do it, but, man, he's fantastic.
God, he's got that voice like Mark.
He needs to not give in to that. He needs to be thankful and keep doing that. Trooper takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw across his body. He's got a man, Kyan Kennedy, at the midfield stripe. He's going to get over the 50-yard line to the 49 of Powdersville, and there's going to be a penalty on the field, a penalty flag, roughing the passer on Powdersville. 15-yarder, so instead of it being 1st and 10 at the 49, it'll be 1st and 10 at the 34 for the Cyclones here with their 3rd offensive possession, down 15-0 to the Patriots.
Jeff, what was that statement you made? We got to get the ball to number 5.
Yep. I've been saying that all year, and they have in some games, and in some games they hadn't. But If you're going to double cover 2, you got 5. 5 is your next best option, in my opinion.
Roughing the passer call on the Patriots. 15-yard personal foul from the 49 down to their own 34, where the Cyclones will put it in play 1st and 10. Moving left to right. Umpire waiting to mark off the marks, and as we would expect, the one who looks most like me with a belly is the umpire. The umpire, let me tell you, the umpire's got a dad bod. That's what I like about umpires. Umpires have dad bods.
I resent that.
Well, you have a dad bod. You're a dad. You have a dad bod. You ain't got a bunch of abs. We ain't got time for all that. Trooper Floyd hands it off to Shadim McCullough on 1st and 10 from the 34 of the Patriots. He gets down inside the 30 to the – he gets inside the 30 to the 27-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Cyclones here. Cyclones down 15-0, 3 minutes to go in the first, but driving here, looking to put some points on the board. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right, balls on the right hash. Trooper Floyd slings it out here to Jaquan Carter in the flats. Jaquan makes a couple men miss. He gets to the 25. He gets hit hard by
nice tackle by number 26.
26, who makes a good time tackle out there for the Patriots, Brendan Wirtz. Sophomore.
That was almost like a Ric Flair suplex, wasn't it?
Wirtz came up from a free safety position and took Jaquan down after a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 1 for the Cyclones.
Fuller using suplex. Wow.
Fuller bringing back Ric Flair. That was back when he was at the World Championship Wrestling and Eastern Coast Wrestling. He used to go to Columbia High School and watch him. You know it's a Ric Flair reference, though, because of 2001. Trooper Floyd trying to draw him off sides. He takes a shotgun snap, calls his own number to the left side. He got hit in the hole, and I don't believe he got the 1st down. He tried to pick his way through, and he didn't make it. He had to get
about a half-yard short, Clint.
I don't think he got any yardage. The ball's at the Cyclone 25-yard line. I mean, the Patriot 25. He's got to get to the 24 for a 1st down. Coach Floyd's going to send the H back in the game. Gabe Hope. Jaquan Carter comes out. Hope will line up behind the offensive line. Jordan Land is the center. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation. He gets his guys back and huddles up. 1:45 and counting.
You got to stop 31 here for me.
1:45 and counting here in the first. Cyclones 4th down and 1 inside Patriot territory. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He fakes the handoff, and he calls his own number on a quarterback zone read, and he gets tackled behind the line, and he's mad at his offensive line, but I think he misread it, Jeff. I think if he hands that off to Shadim as a 1st down, I think he misread that.
Yeah, I don't think that was intended for 12 to keep.
I think it was a zone read play. 12 kept it, and he should have handed it off, and I believe if he gives it to Shadim over the left side, Shadim picks it up.
Down. It's 1st down.
1st down and 10 for the Patriots. Cyclones get it deep inside Patriot territory and are unable to convert on 4th down and 1, 3rd down and 1, and 4th down and 1. Now the Patriots in the shotgun pistol formation. 3 receivers to the right side, balls on the left hash. Takes a shotgun snap. Cyclones give chase. Cortez Woods. Huggins makes him miss. He throws the ball down the flats on a run, and the receiver caught it on a wheel route covered by Antonio Hopkins. Thomas Williams goes up and on a tip drill, receives the ball over the 50-yard line to the 49. Big-time play by a big-time running back. Ball's at the Cyclone 49-yard line. Just like that, Cyclones had it down inside Patriot territory. Now Patriots are in Cyclone territory after one play after the 4th down stop. Huggins takes the snap, hands it off to his back. He calls his own number on a slow mesh. We think wearing number 10, looking like Sam Hartman out there. He gets over the 35-yard line to the 44, and I believe he got 5 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 5.
At 21, nice-sized young man.
I tell you what, if you're a quarterback, looking like Sam Hartman is what you want to do. I personally don't like that. Claps his hands. Quarterback does, hands it off to his running back. This time, Cyclones hit him on a traditional run play. Maurice Feaster in the backfield for the Cyclones, take him down for a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Patriots, moving right to left. 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll see what they do here at the end of the first quarter. I believe they're in 4-down territory, though. I would be.
Big play.
Wouldn't you be, Jeff?
Well, I think if they pick up a couple positive yards, I do think if they don't gain any yards or lose yards, I think they punt.
Well, that's true. 4th down, it wouldn't be 4th and 6. They probably wouldn't go for it. But 4th and 2, I think they would. I would. Huggins takes shotgun snap. He's looking downfield. Cyclones giving pressure across the middle. He's got a man open. He catches it at the 35-yard line. He's inside the 31. Cyclones going to push him out of bounds where it is 1st and 10 at the 31. He threw that from the 45. That's a 14-yard gain. They don't have to make that decision. 3 seconds left, 0.3 seconds left in the quarter. That's the last play of the first quarter. Cyclones down 15-0. We come back. Patriots driving. We'll take a break, and we'll be back.
This is a reverse of last week.
Yeah, Cyclones just, man, I tell you, that the second possession when they were down 7-0, right? The second possession, they had the first down, and then they threw the interception. That was costly. And then this right here, they just couldn't pick it up. And I believe Trooper misread this. I really do. I'm not going to knock it. I believe he misread it, though, Jimbo. He hands it out. I mean,
if he hands it off to Shaheem, he's got first down.
But here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. Last year, when number 17's back there, keep
that's
it.
a first down.
Right, keep it.
Yeah.
Tonight, hand it to your best player.
Number
31, let him
5.
get it over.
Exactly
Zone read or not, slow mesh or not, get it there and then stick it across the line. Go down with your best players. And I'm sure Coach Floyd will have that conversation with Trooper here as they come back out for offense next possession, having a conversation on sideline. Son, you got to give it to your best player. You got to pick up the first down.
Yeah, in that situation, you got to give it to 31.
All right, we're back here at Powdersville. Start of the second quarter. Cyclones down 15-0. And we thank all of you guys listening to us on the podcast and on the radio, WRBK. Thanks to all our sponsors who keep us on the air so that we're able to broadcast this football game from Powdersville tonight. Weather's let up a little bit. No rain on the field. Powdersville, though, is bringing the rain on the Cyclones right now. Quarterback Huggins hands it off to his running back up the middle of the 30-yard line. He loses about half a yard on the run. Cyclones say they had the football, but the officials say it's second down and 10 or second down and 11. Antonio Hopkins makes the stop for the Cyclones here. Handoff was number 21, Thomas Williams, up the middle.
Their right side of their line, they've got some pretty beefy dudes.
Number 34, Xavier Fowler in at the running back position. He's a junior, stands behind the quarterback, Huggins. Huggins claps his hands, now looks to the sideline, and the coaching staff sends their play in to the offense. 3 receivers on the left side of the formation, takes his snap. He's looking left all the way, got a man open in the flats. That ball is thrown low, or he picks up about 17 yards. But instead, he falls down and goes down to catch the ball, number 4, Drake Sloan, and he gained 2 yards on the reception. In a sense, Jimbo, you kind of wish he just drops that ball.
That's exactly right.
Because you lose it down but gain 1 yard. Third down and 9. Ball 10:59 and counting in the second. Powdersville looking to add to their 15-point lead over the Cyclones here at the start of the second quarter.
Wind's picked up considerably, blowing into the face of the Patriots right now.
Ball's on the left hash. Quarterback takes a shotgun snap. Is going to roll to his right, call his own number. Quarterback run all the way. 25-yard line, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Patriots. Ran right through the Cyclone defense. Good vision by the quarterback, number 16, Eli Hudgens. Over the right side, he patiently picked his way through the defense of the Cyclones. It is 21-0. 10:37 to go in the second. This one's about to get out of hand unless the Cyclones can do something on this next offensive possession. Powdersville's got an offense, and they've been using it all season, and they certainly got it working tonight.
Didn't you say they averaged 35 points a game?
No, they're scoring over 50.
Oh.
Probably high 40s.
Yeah.
Got a good snap, good hold, kick for Spearman's up, and it is good. So it is 28-0, 10:37 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. Cyclone football, WRBK.
I'll tell you what, boys.
This one here, Jimbo, I'm afraid, unless the Cyclones do something right here to stop the bleeding, it's going to get out of control.
Get out, just like last week.
Going to get out of hand.
Yeah.
You know, and I tell you what, this Powdersville football team, I think they got a little something for the D.W. Daniel. If they get through this one, I think they got something for the Lions. And you know what I'm going to be doing next week.
You know who I'm going to be pulling
You know for. I'm going to be following it. I'm going to be following it. Now, I don't know if there's a lot of football left in this one, but this is an impressive football team for Powdersville right now.
Cyclones got a couple choices here. You can lay down.
Or fight.
You can fight. And, you know, I'd like to think that they're going to fight through this and just try to play hard, continue to play hard, and try to make it a game. I mean, you're a couple turnovers away. You know, score a touchdown here, get a turnover and score, and it's a one-score game. But you can't go 3 and out. You got to score a touchdown here.
No, the Cyclones got to do something to stop the bleeding right here, Jeff. You're correct, and they've got to score some points. And it's not going to be a field goal.
No.
And so I think Spearman's got it teed up on the 40. Every Powdersville guy is down in a track formation. Welcome back here. It's going to be a squib kick taken by one of the Cyclone up men, and he's going to go down at the 37-yard line. That's Dorian Baxley. Welcome back here to Powdersville. Cyclones down 22-0. If you're following us on WRBK, we were talking during the break, and basically we are in a situation for the Cyclones. They've got to do something on this drive to stop the bleeding. So Dorian Pendergrass in the game for the Cyclones. They're going to have three receivers in a triangle formation, split out to the right side, Tyler Williams to the left. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He fumbles the snap. He's down on the ball, and it's going to be a loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play for the Cyclones. Brings up second down and long. Wind is blowing behind the Cyclones to their back. The clock didn't start.
Well, somebody's poncho is blowing down the track.
One of the cheerleaders.
The rain's it's coming down and it's coming sideways a little bit, but it's not like pouring.
I'm surprised the number of Chester people over on the other side.
Yeah, hats off to the Cyclone fans for making this trip.
Cyclones have 2 receivers to either side of the formation. Trooper Floyd mishandles the snap again, hands it off to Andre Evans. This time Andre runs up the middle. He gets about 3 on the play, brings up third down and long. Ball is going to be at the Cyclone 37-yard line. They got to get to the 48 for a first down.
Now you have to throw.
Yeah, Cyclones hadn't been crisp on offense tonight. Had a couple costly penalties, a turnover, fumbled snap, and just didn't pick up first down. Trooper Floyd rolls to his right, looks downfield. He's got no one to throw to, and the hole closes quickly on him, and the Powdersville take him down for a loss of 2 on the play. Brings up fourth down and long. Cyclones going to punt here to the Powdersville Patriots. Deep to receive that punt, Drake Sloan, number 4, and number 15, Kyle Rice, senior captain on the Powdersville Patriot football team. Trooper stands at his own 20-yard line waiting on the snap from Jalen Moss. Powdersville brings pressure. It's a high snap. They almost got the first one. They almost get this one, but Trooper gets it off. It's a high kick, but it goes out of bounds and hits the warning track.
Man.
Over there.
Where do you mark that one out?
That's going to go out of bounds. I'm going to say they're going to mark it somewhere near midfield. It's going to be all of a 13, 14-yard punt.
Wasn't even that, Clint.
He's still moving up to the 48, so it is all of a 13-yard punt. Powdersville takes it over, 1st and 10, up 22-0. 9 minutes to go in the second at the Cyclones 48, Jimbo.
Yeah, this is like the wind. It's gone sideways.
Cyclone defense need to stop right here. They're down 4 scores, 3 touchdowns. They can get back with 2-point conversions, but they're down 3 touchdowns. They don't want to go down 4 here. Powdersville has scored on 3 of their 4 offensive possessions. Hands it off to his running back up the middle. And the Cyclones missed the tackle. That is number 7, Maurice Feaster, who got the face mask against number 11, number 21, Williams. Williams gets to the 42-yard line of the Cyclones. He gained 6 on the play. There's going to be a 15-yarder added on to the end of this run, I believe. 5-yard face mask. Ooh.
Wow.
Thank you.
Cyclones got a break on that one. I believe that was a 15-yarder, the way his head turned. Don't you, Jimbo?
Oh, I don't know. They marked it.
They only marked 5 off. He was at the 42. They marked it to the 37. That's enough for a first down. It's 8:56 to go in the second quarter here. Cyclones down 22-0. And Powdersville's moving the ball right down the field without much resistance at the moment. Coach Caldwell's got to get his defense fired up here. Empty backfield set for Hudgens. He takes the snap, claps his hands, gets it, steps back 3 yards and throws it downfield. Reggie Heath was in great coverage to Williams. He just jumped too soon. The ball goes over his head, and Williams catches it for a touchdown.
He jumped too soon.
If Reggie jumps at the right time, it's an interception. He jumped about a second too soon, and when he comes down, the ball comes right over into Williams' hands. Touchdown, Thomas Williams. 37-yard hookup between number 16, Hudgens, and Williams, number 21, on a skinny post from the outside wide receiver. 28-0. Here's the extra point by Spearman attempt. It's a high snap, but the snap's down, kicks up, and it is good. So it is 29-0. 8:45 left in the second, and the Cyclones are going to have to come back and do something when we get back here going at Powdersville High School. All right, well, I tell you what, Reggie was there. He just mistimed his jump. Cyclones just are not focused tonight, Jimbo. They just kind of lackluster.
They're just here.
I give Powdersville credit. Powdersville came out, marched down the field on them, and they've made them more lackluster.
Yeah, and
Powdersville's playing really good.
Powdersville's never looked back.
No, they're playing really good football here. Playing really good football. Cyclones are now shell-shocked. Jeff's right. They're going to have to decide. They got, 32 minutes left of football for their season. And they got to play it the best they got.
They need an 8-minute drive, score a touchdown, and get the ball back, start the second half.
Yeah.
That's the good thing. At least we get it.
Powdersville's 4 of 5 on touchdowns on their offensive possessions. Cyclones stopped them one time.
Now, I remember this quarterback from last year. I remember he could throw it around the yard a little bit.
All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School. Cyclones down 29-0. 8:45 left in the second. Here's the run-up and a kick by Spearman. It's going to be a low squibber. Cyclones just letting it roll. They're going to have to get on it. Somebody is. And finally, Antonio Hopkins picks it up, but not before he is hit by a host of Powdersville Patriots at the 16-yard line. I will say this, Coach Muster has quite a game plan put in place, even the special teams, Jimbo.
Yeah.
We've got to give him credit. You know, they kick it deep a couple times. Now they started this squib stuff, and Cyclones they're kind of caught off guard, not really knowing what to do. And Coach Muster's calling out all the stops and really having a successful game so far.
I think the squibs kick is probably more a direct relation towards the weather and the wind, kicking it up in the air deep and high and with the wind blowing against you.
Troopers in the shotgun, running back to his right, 3 receivers to his right. Takes a shotgun snap. He's going to get hit in the backfield. Mouthpiece comes out, and he takes a sack, and that sack was number 6 by Powdersville. Trey Fowler, defensive lineman senior, comes through. One of those 23 seniors of this well-experienced Powdersville football team. They've had a lot of success the last 2 years as a football program. Finished the season 12-1 last year on this field. And this year they're 10-1 in the season. So in two years, Jimbo, they have lost 2 football games.
Yep, that's not a bad record, is it?
Pretty confident bunch out there, as they should be. 2 receivers to either side. Balls on the left hash. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Shadim up the middle on 2nd down and long. Shadim's got some running room, 25-yard line. He gets back to what appears to be the original line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Cyclones.
That run right there, he actually had a hole, and it just closed really fast.
I'm impressed with Powdersville's speed to the football on the defensive side, Jimbo.
Yeah, they move. They really, really move. Like Jeff said, that hole closed real quick.
Cyclones move 3 receivers to the left side. They're going to bunch them up in a triangle formation. Jaquan Carter, Tyler Williams, and Kyan Kennedy. Reggie Heath on the right side all by himself. Trooper's going to throw across the bottom. He throws it low to Tyler, but he catches the football just shy of the 1st down, though. He got 8 on the play, maybe 9. A low throw. He caught it, but he's going to be shy of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and 2 for the Cyclones. We'll see what Coach Victor Floyd does. Down 29-0, 7:09 to go in the second quarter. Coach Floyd looks like he's going to roll the dice inside his own territory at the 34.
What do you have to lose?
Well,
4th down and 2. Powdersville defense getting fired up. They got 3 down linemen and 1 stand-up end on the left side of the offensive line. He's coming at him. It's Trooper Floyd all the way over the right side. He's going to get to the 35-yard line, driven backwards. Powdersville is going to stop him short of the 1st down on a quarterback run all the way. And it's going to be 1st down and 10, Powdersville from the Cyclone 35. He had to get to the 36. He did not make it. Good stop by the Powdersville defense up front. That was a called quarterback run by Coach Floyd there, trying to run the quarterback isolation play. Looks like they're going to measure, but I believe he's a little short.
What are you measuring for? He's a good half yard.
I don't know that spot though. He's going to be. Yeah, you're right. I think he's about 7-8 inches short, Jimbo. Mark it and see. Mark me, Jimbo.
I wouldn't bet
7 to
against
8
that.
inches.
I would not bet against that.
He's 2 apple fritters away.
Oh,
now we're talking.
And a big Q.
Yeah. We need some instant replay.
Yeah, he's short. 7 to 8 inches, Jimbo.
That's
Maybe a
about
foot,
right.
but 7 to 8 inches for sure. All right, turnover on down. Cyclones did not pick it up. Coach Floyd rolled the dice deep inside his own territory, down 29-0, called the quarterback run play in isolation, and Trooper Floyd was unable to pick it up. Trooper, on those quarterback runs, sometimes hesitates a little bit as he gets close to the line of scrimmage, and he did right then, and it cost the Cyclones in a Jimbo.
And he doesn't lower his head and keeps his legs churning.
He hesitated a little bit. Now Powdersville has it deep inside Cyclone territory for the third time they start, or maybe fourth time they start in Cyclone territory. Hudgens takes a shotgun snap. Cyclones give pressure.
Whoa.
Antonio Hopkins hits him. It's an interception. Shadeem McCullough, 20-yard line, 25-yard line. He's still on his feet, 30. He's going to get run out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Antonio Hopkins put pressure on Hudgens. He throws it down the middle, tries to hit his receiver, number 4, I believe it was, Drake Sloan. Shadeem McCullough from his free safety position intercepts the football. Cyclones have it, 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That poor quarterback had I don't remember the number, all in his face.
Antonio Hopkins, number 16.
Yeah, he was all in his face.
Cyclones moving right to left against this Powdersville defense, which has been stingy tonight. Cyclones have been inside Powdersville territory one time tonight, turned it over on downs. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation, empty backfield set. 3 receivers to the right side. Takes a shotgun snap, going to roll to his right, hits his receiver in the flats, but Powdersville's got a defender over there to catch him immediately and throw him out of bounds. That's number 5 on the coverage.
I'm going to tell you something. That's a long way to throw the football, and that's a play that just takes a long time to develop.
And it hasn't worked tonight at all.
Anthony Murphy, the senior defensive back, makes the stop. He's been watching film, and he knew that Cyclones like to have that bailout play. 2nd down and 9 for the Cyclones. Moving right to left. Just got an interception. Try to see if they can't get it. Got a high snap. Trooper does a good job to get it, and he falls down. He flips and falls. And he goes down in the backfield for a loss of 8. 29-0. 6 minutes to go. The only good thing the Cyclones can say offensively right now is that this drive is at least turning up some clock. Clock still runs on the side.
That's all you can.
I'm out. I can't hear.
Can you hear now?
I can now, yeah, I'm good. I can hear Jim. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
All right, Cyclones in the win to the back of Trooper Floyd. Takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff to Andre Evans. Going to try to roll a throwback pass, and it's going to be a pick 6. Intercepted by number 19 for Powdersville. He saw it coming. Trooper didn't even look before he turned around and threw it. Jacob Matoka, the sophomore linebacker, ran right in front of the football, intercepted it at the 20-yard line, took it to the house. It is going to be 35-0, 5:26 to go in the second quarter. Cyclones getting run out of this place right now. Trooper Floyd tried to have a throwback pass to number 3, Andre Evans, and he didn't even look before he threw it, Jeff. And
no.
If he had, he would have seen Jacob Matoka.
They've watched some film because we've run that play a lot this year and had a lot of success with it.
Yeah, Powdersville comes in here. They've got a heady football game plan right now. I'm impressed. Got a good snap. It's going to be a 2-point conversion. They're going to try to throw in the flats. He tries to throw out there to his tight end, Shadeem McCullough, in the coverage. Ball falls incomplete. 5:26 to go in the second. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. Cyclones down 35-0. Tell you what, man, these guys came to play.
Yeah, and we didn't.
No, we did not come to play right now. We came out and got shell-shocked and just have had a hard time recovering. Trooper's not had a good football game so far.
Go back to that second drive we had we had 2nd and 2, then 1st and 10, and then 2 penalties, and then lost yards, and it's just really since that it's really gone south, guys.
Oh, absolutely it has.
Absolutely right.
And it has nothing to do with the weather.
Zero. It's not even raining, is it?
I mean, it's water. It's spraying a little bit, but it's not. It has. I don't think it has had any effect on the game.
No.
Oh no.
No. The Cyclones just have gotten shell shocked, and they've had a hard time recovering. And Powdersville was ready, as you said. They studied film and they were ready to go. I mean, my goodness, they're 4 of 6 with touchdowns on offense and a pick 6. All right, back here at Powdersville High School. Powdersville has it teed up at the 40. Spearman ready to run up and kick it. He's been kicking low squibs. He kicks a low squib again. It's going to take a roll. Cyclone's going to pick it up at the they fumbled the ball, but then they're able to dive on it at the 25-yard line. Cyclones have had, if it could go wrong for the Cyclones tonight, it has gone wrong for the Cyclones tonight, Jimbo.
You can put that in all capital letters.
Powdersville is 4 of 6 offensively with touchdowns. They've scored 4 touchdowns on 6 drives, and then just scored a pick 6 by number 19, Jacob Matoka, when Trooper Floyd tried to throw back across his body, and Matoka was right there, and I don't think he even saw him. Trooper takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back up the middle. That's Shadim. Shadim's over the 30-yard line. He's going to drive the pile forward. That's a good hard run. A positive 12-yard gain for the Cyclones and a first down. 5:19 to go in the second quarter. Clock stops as they
if we don't
move
score,
the
all we need
chains.
to do is just pick up a couple first downs, need some clock, and if we can't get in the end zone, at least run the clock out and try to figure it out going into halftime of just how we can get back and be competitive.
Trooper takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to McCullough up the middle. He starts right, comes back left. He gets over the 40-yard line to about the 41-42. It's a gain of 5, maybe 6 on the play. Brings up second down and 4. Trooper takes a shotgun snap. He's going to try to sling it across his body. He's got a man open. That's Reggie Heath, the midfield stripe. He's going to get tackled there by number 9 for Powdersville, and that is going to be the senior defensive.
Nice throw and catch there by Trooper and Reggie.
Excuse me, that's number 8, Jackson Key, the senior defensive back. First down and 10. Cyclones on the 49-yard line of the Patriots, moving right to left. Waiting on the snap, gets the snap. It's a high snap again. Trooper's going to call his own number and throw it out of bounds. Ball falls incomplete on what looked like more of a RPO. Reggie Heath was blocking downfield, and Cyclones are lucky not to get in.
I think he was outside the tackle. And he had Reggie Heath over there.
Yeah, but Reggie was blocking. Of course,
I
don't know the rule.
Just overthrew him.
Oh, is that what it was? I don't know what the rule is on that. Second down and 10. Ball's at the 49-yard line of the Patriots. Got a good snap this time. Trooper rolls to left. Now he's going to come back to his right, and he goes down. Number 6, bringing pressure for the Patriots, Trez Flowers, a senior defensive lineman, and he lost a significant amount of yardage. He lost 13 on the play. So we go from second down and 10 to third down.
And a lot.
And Chester.
At least Chick-fil-A.
Let me tell you something. Cyclones got to get to the toll booth on the
385.
On 380 on the Southern Connector. Pick this one up. Third down, 24. Trooper Floyd in the shotgun. Cyclones had a promising drive, but they have gone backwards. Trooper takes a shotgun snap. He's going to roll to his right. He throws the ball out of bounds, falls incomplete. I tell you what, you got to give credit to the defensive coaching staff. They've run some would say 6 defensive backs, and they've been in a shell coverage, and Cyclone receivers have not been able to get open. They watched some film from last week and how the Cyclones ate up that man-to-man coverage, and they have dropped back in a shell, a 3-man defensive front, bring a 4th man occasionally, and they've been able to get home.
And dare you to throw it.
Deep to punt for the Cyclones is Trooper Floyd. He's at his own 22-yard line. Received the punt, 2 receivers from Powdersville. Powdersville almost gets this one again, but it's a high punt. It's going to hit and take a cyclone roll at the 33-yard line, cross the 25 down inside the 20 to the 18, 17-yard line, where the Patriots will put it in play. First and 10. It looks like they're going to spot it right at their own 17-yard line, moving left to right. They are 4 of 6 on touchdowns on offense tonight. A pick 6, which gives them a 35-0 lead with 3:19 to go in the second. Cyclones have been shell-shocked from the beginning and been unable to recover so far, Jimbo.
You have that absolutely correct. We have absolutely 0 on offense.
Yeah, Powdersville's defensive game plan has been significant, and it has been good.
Plus some self-destruction on our part.
Trooper Floyd's thrown 2 interceptions. Both have led to points. Quarterback Hudgens takes a shotgun snap. He's going to step back and run a screenplay. Cyclones give chase. Hudgens has got some running room. Cyclones going to come up. They're going to hit him, but not before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. It looked like that was going to be a screen. Cyclones covered it well. He got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe one on the play, brings up second down and 9 for the Patriots.
Quarterback can definitely make some plays with his legs. We saw that earlier in his touchdown run, but just being able to escape in that situation right there, nice job by the 16.
Yeah, the junior quarterback has played really well in the first half tonight. Got a running back behind him in a pistol formation. That's Williams, the senior. Waits on the snap, sends a man in motion, hands it off to Williams. Williams starts up and cuts back to the left. Cuts back to the right. Cyclone's going to take him down, but not before he drags the tackler down. That's number 7, Maurice Feaster. And he got up close to a first down. Brings up third down and 1 for the Patriots here. 2:35. Clock should be running. It is now. They stopped it for some reason. Half a yard. So third down and a half a yard. Quarterback got a guy to his right, offset pistol formation, waiting on the snap, takes the snap, turns around, hands it off to Thomas and Williams in the backfield. Williams drives the pile over to 30. Good hard run over the 30 to the 32. Brings up enough for a Patriots first down. 2:16. Clock stops as they move the chains. Cyclones down 35-0. Hudgens in an empty backfield set. 3 receivers to the left side, balls on the right hash. Takes the snap, drops back. Cyclones give pressure. He throws out in the flats, hits his receiver, but the Cyclones are out there to try to stop him, and they do. That's Reggie Heath on the stop, and the receiver is number 13, Elijah Huggins. Huggins gains 1 on the play, maybe 2, brings up second down and 9 they're going to put on the scoreboard. 1:56 left in the second. Cyclones down 35-0. They get the football to start the second half. Powdersville's content to just take their time and be methodical. Hudgens takes a shotgun snap, rolls to his right, looking downfield. Cyclones give chase. He's going to throw it out here in the flats. He has a receiver open. The ball was not caught by number 14. He went up to try to make a catch, but he was worried about keeping his feet in bounds, and he dropped the football. I don't think he would have done it anyway. Kyle Rice was the intended receiver. 1:38 to go in the second. Cyclones down 35-0. Third down and 9 for the Patriots. Pistol formation, Williams behind Hudgens. Hudgens takes the snap, drops back. He looks down the field, is going to run a screen pass, throws it out here in the flats, hits Williams. Williams runs away from the Cyclone defenders. He's gone. 40-yard line, 35-30, 25, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. It is 41-0 with 1:26 to go in the second quarter, and the Cyclones are down 41, and which means to start the second half, Jimbo.
We get the football.
And what happens?
Running clock.
Running clock.
They're going to have a chance for a 1-point conversion here. Spearman on to try it. That was a third down and 9 play screen pass. Cyclones had a defender at the receiver, Williams. Williams just ran away from the Cyclone defender, and then he worked his way through the back end of the secondary. Once he crossed midfield, there was nobody within 10 yards of him. Got a low snap, holds a good hold, kicks up, and it is good. So we'll take a break. 1:26 left in the second. Cyclones down 42-0.
Have we ever had a running clock against us?
I was just thinking.
I haven't. We have, but I don't remember in my time.
I don't remember when it was, Travis. Any idea when we had last time we had a running clock on us? We've had quite a few on the other side, but when's the last time we've ever had I can think of back in – huh? Yeah. When
they would have to go back to Sterling days if not before.
When did it come into effect, like the rule come into effect at a certain point? I know the coaches couldn't agree. There was a time coaches could agree to the running clock, but by rule, I don't remember us. It's been a long time, and But Greenville won, they beat us like 70-something to nothing, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was 70-something to nothing, wasn't it? Yeah, but that might have been the coach's decision to have a running clock back then. Yeah.
All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School. Cyclones down 42-0. Powdersville has come out and put it on them first half. This has been a juggernaut of a football team against the Cyclones. They got a whole lot more numbers on the sidelines, but they were well prepared. Coach Muster and his staff is ready to. They put a good football team together. They got a good football team. Cyclones pick it up. That's Shadeem McCullough at the 30-yard line, a low squib kick. He's going to get to the 32-yard line where Cyclones will put it in play, 1st and 10.
I'm going to tell you what I'm doing if I'm a coach. Coach Floyd, one of the coaches at the end of I don't know what the score is going to be at the end of the game. Right now we're not going to win this game. Let's just say it like it is. I'd take a picture of that scoreboard and I'd have it blown up in poster size and I'd have it all over the locker room.
Yeah, because you got 6 seniors leaving and everybody else coming back.
I want everybody to see this, and I want you to remember this.
And see it every week, every day when you come to practice.
I put it in the weight room. I put it everywhere.
Trooper Floyd in the shotgun formation. Best thing of this game so far is the 2 fireballs I've eaten. Trooper Floyd throws it across the middle. Ball gets knocked down trying to hit Reggie Heath. Good defensive play by the defensive lineman.
I have had 2 blow pops.
Number 57.
You've already had 2?
I've had 2. Yeah, 2 blow pops.
Ben Rimmer, the senior defensive lineman, knocks the ball down.
Then you don't want to go to Chick-fil-A.
I do.
No.
2nd down, and we might get there in time, too. 2nd down and 10. Trooper takes a shotgun snap. He fakes the handoff, throws it out in the flats. Ball falls incomplete. He tried to hit Jaquan Carter. Ball falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Cyclones. Cyclones not able to blow the top off this defense. They're dropping back in a kind of a shell, Jimbo, and keeping all the Cyclone receivers in front of them. And they're getting success with the 3 down linemen and maybe occasional 4th. Quan Carter goes in motion from right to left. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, rolls to his left. He's going to try to throw. He tries to cut up in the field, and he's tackled by the defensive lineman. He ran right into the arms of number 57, Ben Rimmer, the senior defensive lineman. He went down for a loss of 5 on the play, or 4. Brings up 4th down and 14 for the Cyclones. 42-0 lead. Cyclones punting it back to the Powdersville offense, which has scored 5 touchdowns, Jimbo, on 7 offensive possessions.
Yep. That's about like we did last week.
Trooper Floyd gets a snap. It's a low line drive punt. It's going to hit end over end, take somewhat of a Cyclone roll. They're going to get out of the way. 30-yard line, 28-yard line. Powdersville gets out of the way. 32 seconds left in the half. They'll take a break.
If you're the Patriots coaching staff, you start the second half. You let your starters run a series and get them out, or you just pull them now and let your guys. No. There's a lot of season left for these guys.
I'd let them run the first half.
I think series. I would. If I'm taking my bias out of this, I'd let them run the first series and then I take them out.
32 seconds left in the first half here.
Because more than likely they'll score.
Powdersville has it. Moving left to right against the Cyclone defense. Cyclone defense has had no answer for this Powdersville offense tonight. Just got outmatched so far in this ball game. Huggins in the shotgun formation. Williams lined up behind him. Takes a snap. He drops back. He's going to try to sling it across the field. He's got a receiver out in the flats, number 34, and just flat missed him. If he hits him, Xavier Fowler, and Fowler gets about 15 yards before a Cyclone defender gets to him, Jimbo.
At least 15, if not to the house.
And before everybody gets bent out of shape about them throwing the football with 29 seconds left in the first half, you got to run your offense, man. It's up to us to stop them.
That's right.
Oh, it's first half. I mean, it's playoff. Coach Floyd won't be offended by that.
No.
Hudgens in the shotgun. Waiting on the snap, claps his hands. He gets it. He drops back 3 steps, and he's going to try to release it. Cyclones give chase, but Hudgens gets to the outside.
Right there.
So he's got some running room. He's going to get to the midfield stripe. Cyclones going to run him out of bounds.
When you high step like that, you got a chance to get your head knocked off, and that's kind of what happened there. He kind of little high stepped it and did a little Deion Sanders, and that's okay. And that you're going to get knocked out a little bit.
Andre Evans knocked him out of bounds at the 45-yard line of the Cyclones. Powdersville looking to add to their lead here at the end of the second quarter. Up 42-0, trying to go into the halftime break at 49. Ball spotted at the 45, moving left to right, 19 seconds left. Hudgens in the shotgun formation, waiting, empty backfield set, 3 receivers to the right side. Gets the snap. He drops back, fires it across his body. Ball falls incomplete to the left side, and brings up 2nd down and 10. He tried to hit number 13 out there. Hunsinger, number 23, also known as MJ. I bet when he was wearing that number when he was a kid, if he thought he was LeBron.
Or either a prime,
didn't know who Michael
or either
Jordan
prime
was.
time.
Heard of him.
No, he didn't know who Michael Jordan was. He was a young
Space
kid. He
Jam.
probably thought he was LeBron.
Well, that's true.
Hudgens waiting on the snap. He moves his hand warmer from his front to his back. Now he gets the snap, drops back 5 steps. He's got time. Cyclones give chase. Terry Radford knocks the ball loose. Cyclones got it on the ground. They pick it up. Here goes some running down the field. That's the Cyclones defender. That's number 11 for the Cyclones. He gets
16. That's Antonio Hopkins.
Antonio Hopkins, excuse me. He gets inside the 25-yard line after Terry Radford knocked the ball loose on a strip sack. And Antonio gets it down inside the 25-yard line of Powdersville with 4 seconds left in the second.
That's me.
Well, here's your opportunity to throw it to the end zone and see what happens.
Good stop by the Cyclone defense there to keep Hudgens and the offense out of the end zone. That is the 8th possession, and they scored touchdowns on 5 now in the first half. Cyclone's going to have an empty backfield set. Reggie Heath to the right side of the line. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap. He's going to try to throw downfield. He's got some running room. Now he's going to roll to the right. Throw the ball, Trooper. Throw the ball. That's going to be the end of the first half.
I mean, if you throw it up and it gets intercepted, what have you lost?
You got to throw the footballs, Trooper. That's going to be the end of the first half. Cyclones going to go into the halftime break way down. 42-0 here in Powdersville. We got to come back, talk about this first half, and we'll get ready to talk about the second half of this football game, which will be, most likely, unless something miraculous happens, the last half of the 2022 season for the Chester High School football Cyclones. We'll take a break, and we'll be back. This is Chester Football on WRBK. All right, 2-minute break, Bill.
Wow.
I believe we're going to make –
I'm getting a peppermint milkshake.
I believe we're going to make it.
If I've had to endure this, I'm getting a peppermint milkshake tonight.
Jack, you ought to get us a shirt like that.
Jimbo's always trying to get something free. He's always trying to get something free. He's 82. He thinks you ought to get something free.
Thinks he's entitled.
He's like, hey, man, I'm 82 years old. I've lived a good, hard life. Give me something free, Jack. Come on, man.
Tell him if he joins the AARP that comes with it. My guy Jimbo. Everybody I know that I talk to that listens to me, I say, how's Jimbo doing? And Jimbo's doing good. Old 8-2.
Oh, 8-2, man. Everybody loves Jimbo. I mean, Jimbo is, you know, I don't want to be offensive when I say this, but Jimbo's the mascot. In a good way. The mascot. In a good way. Oh, 8-2.
I'll tell you what, Jim, if we come back and win this game, I'm going to give you this.
Let me tell you something. I can't say this because we're still on the radio. Technically, we're still on what I want to say, I can't say. So remind me afterwards, and I'll tell you what I was going to say.
Yeah, we're not going to remember to do that, Jim.
Yeah, as long as I get a peppermint milkshake, I'm happy.
We're going to look it up. Google when they open, when they close.
10 o'clock, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, 10 o'clock. Patty, she's not listening to this. Patty's listening to the radio, so she's not listening to us right now. If she's listening, she's shaking her head because she knows that this is I would do this for them and you, but I'm not a Chick-fil-A guy. She'd be like, I can't believe you're going to go to Chick-fil-A.
I just want the shake.
You just want the shake?
Yeah. I'm not going for a chicken sandwich.
I'll get me something to drink. That way we won't hang. You can get something instead of us going to QT. You can get something at Chick-fil-A. All right, we're good.
If they don't have the.
But you're not going to McDonald's. Don't worry.
No. If they don't have
hold on. All right, we're back here at Powdersville. Cyclones down 42-0 at the halftime break. We are talking during the break. Those of you listening on the radio, Jeff wants a peppermint milkshake from Chick-fil-A so bad he can taste it. He said to me on the way over, listen, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know where we're going to eat before the game. I just know one thing, and that's we're going to get a milkshake, a peppermint milkshake from Chick-fil-A because I got a text message said, and they're back.
That's what I heard.
And so he's fired up about it.
I am.
He is fired up about it.
I am.
I mean, he said and then he says, and I got to give Chick-fil-A some credit because my family, if they're listening, they'll be like, I can't believe that I don't like it. Joshua and I, my son Joshua, will often say to the girls in the house, say on a Sunday afternoon, y'all want to go to Chick-fil-A?
That's wrong.
But anyway, all that to say is Jeff said if they don't have the milkshake, as if he's going to McDonald's and the machine's going to be broken. I mean, then he ain't got to worry about that.
Then we're going to QT and get a fritter.
But he got to worry about that. He's going to Chick-fil-A, man. The machine ain't never broke at Chick-fil-A. Come on. Now Jack Sink's going to get some fresh air because we got him talking about the doggone milkshakes. Cyclones got absolutely dominated, Jeff, in the first half.
Yeah, it really was. And, quick score by the Patriots to start the game. We go 3 and out, and then we get the ball back after a nice defensive stop when they had midfield, and we had first down, and then we went backwards, and it's just been backwards since then. And
at this point in time, guys, it's just about coming out. We're going to start the second half with a running clock, and we were talking about this, I think, off the radio point. I don't remember, and Travis doesn't either, the last time we were on a running clock by rule. Back in the day, it was a coach's decision, right? Jimbo, you know that. You were fishing.
During my day.
But by rule, I just don't ever recall us ever being – I don't remember ever us giving up 42 points in the first half.
No, I don't remember anything like this. This might be one of the most – that was one of the biggest deficits. I think this is perhaps the biggest deficit I remember in my 18 years.
Yeah.
We've played Northwestern. We've played some teams.
Yeah.
But I don't remember a deficit like this. And you're right, Jeff. It's been interesting to me. I never would have thought this Cyclone football team just came out flat, completely flat. It's one of those things where we talked about at supper. A guy asked you about the ball game Saturday night. And you said sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you're the bug.
And tonight, Cyclones just didn't have it, Jim.
No.
They haven't had it so far. Now, I expect them to come back and fight a little bit in the second half. I'm sure Coach Floyd's going to question the manhood. He's going to challenge them and say, do you want to fight? Right? Do you have any heart at all? You're getting beat 42-0 to get the football. But I will say that I think that for as much experience as this football team has had, they're young. And one of the things we've seen in a situation like this is ball game was moved up to Thursday night. Weather, all those adversities, leaving school, all that stuff, messing up the whole week. They just simply – it didn't appear like they were, I guess, at their sophomores and juniors, most of them, just weren't ready to handle what hit them here. And Trooper Floyd has shown – he's looked like a sophomore tonight.
Yeah, and let's not forget, they might have had last year's score posted in their weight room,
right,
for the entire year because we came over and manhandled them last year.
Yeah.
They were undefeated, so they haven't forgotten that.
Oh no, they owe us one.
But I call it like it is. They're a better football team than us.
By far, they're a better football team than us tonight, and we. As I said, coming into this game, Powdersville certainly will have to believe, at least if I'm a coach over here, Coach Muster and his team and his coaching staff, I'm going to say to these guys, listen, 3 out of the last 5 years I know they've put us out of the playoffs, right? So it's our time.
Sure.
It's our time this year. And
they're not over there feeling sorry for us. Let me go ahead and tell you that.
No. they're fired up and ready to go, and rightly so. Punter's out here warming up. He's only punted once tonight, and he had a good punt. But the Cyclones just never had it. They didn't have it when they stepped on the field. Powdersville took the opening kick, drove right down the field, Jim, and in less than 2 minutes had 7 points.
Punched it right in.
Then the Cyclones came back, and it's just been
downhill.
Several errors after another. Offensively, just couldn't get anything going. We'll take another break, and we'll be back. Cyclones down 42-0 here at the halftime break in Powdersville.
All right, guys. So you've seen all the football games this year, Clint. I've missed Catawba Ridge. Who's better, Catawba Ridge or Powdersville?
I think Catawba Ridge gets them. I think it's a different kind of football.
Sure.
I think that Catawba Ridge has an ability to run the football and play physically, defensively, that I think their defensive line would have success against this offensive line. One of the things that's been a struggle for the Cyclones all season is the defensive line.
Sure.
If we weren't spreading out and trying to pass the ball, we didn't get a lot of pressure, and we were bringing blitz. The defensive linemen didn't get a lot of sacks. They didn't get a lot of tackles all season. It was mostly our linebackers coming on pressure. So I think Catawba Ridge, they run a four-man front. It's a different front. I think Catawba Ridge is probably a better football team
And
than
bigger,
Powdersville, and they're bigger, and they run the football.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're a division up.
All right. So Clinton or Powdersville?
If Clinton plays like they did against us, it's going to be a toss-up. In my opinion.
I think this team can get Clinton. If you get Clinton to fumble the ball a few times,
They didn't.
or you stop them a few times,
Well, we
this
didn't
team,
do that.
their defense, Chester drove the ball, and we just had a couple drives stop inside their 10, 15-yard line. So I think Powdersville scores points on them. I think this is going to be. I think this is setting up a really good game next week with this team down at Daniel, and I think whoever wins that game is going to have a really good game. I believe with Clinton.
Well, I think depending on where the game's played, I'd give the home team the advantage. But I mean, these guys can do.
This is a really good football. This is one of the best teams we've seen.
These guys can do a lot more than Clinton offensively. Clinton's really one-dimensional, but what they do really well.
Right.
They run it very, very well.
But, yeah, I think this team this year, it's a different football team than it was last year. They got more age, more experience, more heart, more desire. I just think this is and they got more weapons. All right, let's hold back here. All right, we're back here at halftime break. 6:49 to go in a halftime break. Cyclones and Patriots. Patriots all over Chester here in the first half of this one. This is the second round of the state 3A playoff. Cyclones jumped out all over Blue Ridge last week, and tonight it is Powdersville, and Powdersville some more. 42-0 here at the halftime break.
Yeah, it's been tough sledding. It's been a night that Trooper would like to forget. Not only has he had a tough time behind center tonight, but he's had a couple punts that didn't go his way, and certainly not. Usually when you win, the quarterback gets all accolades. When you lose, the quarterback gets all the blame, and it's not the case. We just haven't been able to do a lot of other things, but. Troopers had a tough night, but then again, so has everybody else. So
the defense has not contributed either.
Yeah,
they've given up 42 points.
The goal is to play what you hear a lot of now, complementary football, right? Well, in all three phases and everything else, we haven't seen any of that tonight. I mean, you've got from the fumble of the opening kickoff to after Powdersville kicks to Chester for the first time, and Andre gets stopped back inside the 20, to offensive line not being able to pass block at all, and Powdersville getting home with 3, maybe 4 guys, and then dropping everybody else in coverage in a shell. And we just haven't been able to do much. We've had a couple runs that Shadim's had for 5 or 6 yards, and then some, decisions that Troopers made on zone reads and whatnot that kind of have hurt the Cyclones. So it's just been a matter where the Cyclones came in here and just got shell shocked early and just never recovered, Jeff.
Yeah, it's just been tough sledding tonight for the Cyclones in just about every aspect of the game. So, what Chester's got to come out here and do is just show a little pride, show a little heart, continue to battle. The clock's going to continue to run. So obviously the game's getting shortened up already, and just run your offense and try to build on something as you're going into the off season, and because let's just be honest, overcoming a 42-point deficit against this team and tonight is probably not going to happen.
No, I think the chances are really, really slim there. But I think you're exactly right, Jeff. We haven't shown an ability to stop them. And so I think this is a matter of how much heart do you have, Jimbo. Just come out here and play. You're playing for your season now. Just don't end. Play hard to the end.
If I'm a senior.
You put a lot of time into this. You put a lot of energy. You've been going since January. Go out here and give it all.
If I'm a senior and this is my last football game I ever play, I'm going to go out and play the hardest I can, and so I can remember my last game. I did everything I could to try to help my team win, and it's a lot of challenges for the Cyclones. But I just think from an offensive standpoint, I think if the offense could come out and maintain and just get some sense of balance to them, it could help the defense out. But the defense was on the field a lot, guys. I mean, let's just be honest. We were on the field a ton in that first half.
Well, we also have to think we only lose 6 seniors this year.
Yep.
And that's going to help us next year.
Well, we knew we were young coming into the season.
Yeah,
we have some guys that can play, and we still got some guys coming back that are going to help, and we hopefully get some younger guys in the JV program that can come up and help the varsity program. So I mean, certainly future's bright for the Cyclones. It's just a tough night, man. And, I said it earlier. I said it in the restaurant. Some days you're the windshield, some days you're the bug, and tonight we're the bug. And,
exactly. This is just a tough night. You're exactly right. And the Cyclones just haven't really had it from the kick. Let's take another break, and we'll be back. Cyclones down 42-0 at the halftime break. No, you're right. I mean, sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. We ain't got it. But that happens, You can't run. You can't go to Upper State every year, unless you're Daniel. Daniel Dillon make it to the upper and lower every year, right? Daniel and Dillon. But everybody else, you got
to fight for it.
You got to fight. You got about 30. Cyclones got about 40 guys over there. Look how many players they got down here.
I'd give anything if somebody could just put it on Daniel, just for one time.
Well, I think this bunch has a chance to do it.
Where will they play? Here or there?
Down there. Well, I don't know. Here. They'll play here. They're on top of the bracket. So they'll get, won't they? Won't y'all get Daniel here next week? Because you're on top of the bracket. So, yeah. So that's a good thing.
Good.
That's right.
That'll be good.
Bring them Lions up here. Let the Patriots slay them. I shouldn't say that. I'm the Chester radio guy. This game's not over.
Really?
Gotta have hope. Don't give up hope, Jim.
Not 42 points, hope.
No, it's bad. It's bad. Oh, okay. Okay. So the Cyclones only have 46 yards offense.
Golly, bum. 46
No,
yards
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to probably lead the stats with you, but I appreciate
46.
it.
Got that much, really? Wow. We had a pretty good first half. 46 total yards.
All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School in Powdersville, South Carolina. Anderson School District 1, I believe it is. And the Cyclones are down 42-0. Folks up here at Powdersville, just super, super folks. And we enjoy coming here every year.
Yes, we do.
Every year. We've been here, Jimbo, probably 4 or 5 times over the last 10 years, 11 years. And every time we come, just see great folks. And they're always so welcoming and so kind. Coach Muster is always very friendly and very welcoming when I talk to him prior to coming to games. And so we're delighted to be here, and we thank these guys for having us. Wish the ball game was a little bit the other way around, but it's not. So we've got to take it as it is and give credit to Powdersville where credit's due, Jimbo.
That's right. That's all you can do, because they are, like you said earlier, they're a very good football team.
Well, let me tell you what's going to happen.
They're very rounded. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you what's going to happen in the second half. These younger kids are going to get in. These younger kids for Powdersville are going to get in. They're going to want to score touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to want to play. So we got to come out and play, guys. These kids, these young guys, they want to get in there and they want to score. They're not in there to run the clock.
Oh, no, for sure. And Coach Floyd's had that conversation with his guys. I mean, the man who runs the stats for Powdersville to my left, great guy and really nice guy, he told me that Chester had 46 total yards of offense in the first half. I think that was on a total of, it looked like a total of 33 plays, 46 yards. And so
we had 33 plays? Wow.
33 plays, total of 46 yards in the Cyclones, and that is not where you want to be, Jimbo. Not
if you want to win.
That is a dominant performance by this Powdersville
Most
defense.
games we have 46 yards in the first drive.
Yeah, exactly. That is a dominant performance by this Powdersville defense, and we give them all the credit because they came out with a great game plan. They're physically better than Chester tonight, mentally better than Chester tonight, and
I'd argue athletically better too.
Athletically better than Chester tonight. And they have a great game plan. Coach Muster and his team had a great game plan. They've executed exceptionally well. Why don't we take another quick break, 1 minute break this time, Bill, if we can. And let's do a 1 minute break as we get ready to start this second half. Cyclones down 42-0.
I think we're going to see some rain. And look at the tree. Look at those trees out there now.
Woo, starting to breeze a little bit.
Look at the flag. Straight out.
We're going to start seeing some. I think we're going to start seeing some heavier rain based on what my map said earlier. I don't know what the radar looks like.
Man, it's coming now. You look at it that way. That's yuck.
You know what we need? We need a power outage.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. Then we'd have to sit here.
No, we had to come back. I got responsibilities tomorrow night and Saturday.
Tomorrow night,
yep, got other dinner plans, and then Saturday I will be.
You're going to Raleigh.
Going to Raleigh Saturday.
Puppies play the Boston College Eagles.
We're back here at Powdersville Stadium. Cyclones down 42-0. They got a little energy out there. Coach Caldwell, Coach Floyd got them going. I'm sure they'll question them here, and they get the football to start the second half. And really now, Jimbo, it's a question of how much heart do you have? How do you want to finish your season?
Well, and plus you're going to have a running clock, so that's going to limit your opportunities.
Well, we think we are. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. I think the rule is 40.
That ECO down there.
We'll ask 40. We think the rule is 40, but
I thought it was 42.
Let me go ask him.
We'll see here to start the second half what they do. as we get going. But getting ready to kick this one off. Wind's picking up here. Rain's blowing sideways, but it's more of a mist. It's not so much a rain. Folks down below us putting their hoods over their heads. The umbrellas aren't really that aren't that effective in this kind of rain. It's just kind of a drizzle, blowing rain. When I was living in Scotland, this is the kind of weather we had over there. And let me tell you, umbrellas don't do very much to help you out. It's more raincoats with a hood over your head. So the ball is going to be kicked off here. Spearman's going to have it teed up at the 40-yard line. Deep to receive this kick, Andre Evans and number 10, Tyler Williams for the Cyclones. Jimbo, put your headset on and quit causing problems.
Well, I've been having a discussion with the electric clock operator down there, and we will have a running clock.
All right, here's the run-up and the kick from Spearman to start the third quarter here. And here we go. Up. It's going to be a squib kick. It's going to drive the Cyclone backwards into the end zone. Goes through the hands of Andre Evans into the end zone for a touchback where the Cyclones will put it in play. 1st and 10 at the 20. And, Jeff, I believe that's the best thing could have happened in that situation.
Yes, sir.
Because that ball was coming hot at him.
It was coming in hot. Looked like a line drive.
And I'm not sure if Andre knocks it down, he's going to have to fall on it inside the 5, I believe. It hit that wet grass and skipped, didn't it, Jimbo? Yeah. Like Jimbo used to skip them rocks with the boys growing up.
Pond.
All right. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back up the middle. That's Shadim. Shadim gets over the 25-yard line to about the 27. Javante Weldon with a good block to open that hole for Shadim. He gets 7 on the play, maybe 6, brings up 2nd down at 4. 11:17 to go in the third. Clock will run. Cyclones down 42-0. Cyclones just coming out here, taking their time, running their offense. Gabe Hope in the game at the H-back position. Hands it off to Shadim this time. Shadim starts right, cuts back left.
First down.
And he's got the first down over the 30-yard line to the 33-yard line, where it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cyclones at the 33, moving left to right. Shadim slow getting up, but I think he was just a little bit slick on the ground there. Powdersville defense stays in that 3-man front, 2 linebackers. They bring up a defensive end and another kind of spur. It's really, I guess, maybe a 3-4 type defense, it looks like. One linebacker stays back in coverage and one comes to the line of scrimmage on the outside. Trooper Floyd waiting on the shotgun snap. He takes the snap, hands it off to Shadim up the middle. Shadim's got some running room, 40-yard line, 45-yard line. He's going to drive forward to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 14 and a Cyclone first down. 10 minutes to go in the third. Cyclones have the first offensive possession here of the second half.
That was an all-heart run right there. He had his heart into that one. He really lowered his shoulder and took it up for the first down.
Powdersville's got, looks like, some reserves in on the defense. Gabe Hope stays in at the H-back right behind Joez McCullough on the left guard. Hands it off to Shadim up the middle this time. Shadim's got some running room over the 45-yard line down to the 43-yard line where the Cyclones will put it in play, 2nd down and 2. .9:30. Jimbo, stand over there where you're supposed to.
But I can't see.
Well, when you move, you got to shorten your cord. Causing all of us a bunch of racket in our ears. Trooper waits on the shotgun snap, gets it, hands it off this time to his running back through. 40-yard line, 35-yard line, 30. He's going to get down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. That's Andre Evans. Goes over the right side for a gain of 17 and a first down for the Cyclones. Powdersville brings in number 76 to the field. Don't have his number on my sheet. 3-man defensive front with a defensive one linebacker standing up on the left side of the defense. Trooper takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Andre over the left side. Andre's going to get to the 20-yard line, inside the 20, down to about the 23. So he gained what looks like 7 yards and a first down. 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3 for the Cyclones here. Trooper takes a shotgun snap, hands it off this time to Andre. Andre's met in the hole, starts back to the right, and then comes back left and is tackled in the backfield for a loss by number 15 for Powdersville, Eli Morgan, the junior defensive back. 3rd down and 6 for the Cyclones, maybe 3rd down and 7. 7:42 left in the third here. Cyclones waiting on the snap. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to his running back, Andre, 15-yard line, 10. He's got the first down inside the 10, down to about the 9-yard line, where the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10, 1st and goal from the 9. Jimbo, I think you can move over this way. I think it was a connection issue. I'm just teasing you, Jimbo. You can come over here and see. We want you to see this.
Yeah, I want to see.
This is the first time you've seen this tonight.
Hey, you're not missing a lot.
The 1st and goal for the Cyclones. Ball's at the 9-yard line. Moving left to right. Trooper takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Andre. Andre's into the end zone for a touchdown. Cyclones. It is 42-6. 6:54 to go in the third. Cyclones just got on the board for the first time tonight.
Nice job by the Cyclones there coming out in the second half. Regardless if it was against the backups or whatnot, just a nice effort, by the Cyclones. Come out, show a little heart.
Kyan Kennedy, number 5, I believe it's going to be. Needing the T, Troopers saying. Cyclones don't have a T ready because they don't have the kick unit ready. Here they come. They got it now. Troopers getting it. Got the snap. It's going to be a 2-point conversion attempt. Trooper's going to try to throw it over here in the flats. Ball falls incomplete, and it's going to be 42-6. Powdersville was ready for that. Kyan Kennedy was in as the kicking position. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back. Cyclones down 42-6 to start the third. Well, Jimbo, are you glad you came over to see it?
I didn't get to see it.
You didn't see the touchdown?
No.
Why?
I still had about 4 feet of concrete.
Well, move over where you can see. We want you to see a score, Jimbo.
Might be
the last one of the season.
In case y'all want to know, Panthers and Falcons are tied 0-0 with about 9 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Oh, good grief. Well, that's dreadful.
There might be more people here than there are at that game.
Boy, I tell you what, that's awful up there. Woo, that's horrible. Andre Evans scored on a 9-yard touchdown run.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. This my man over here has got his game on.
I mean, he brought his A game. This playoff
season. He's got his game. This is playoff music right here.
Playoff
football. Music.
Playoff football, playoff music. I mean, he's got
music.
it like he likes it. He's like, I'm not going home. I'm winning. He done won the game with the music game. All right, we're back here at Cyclones Stadium as we get going. At Powdersville, the Cyclones and the Patriots. Kyan Kennedy's kick's taken by one of the Patriots deep. He's going to get around the sideline. He's going to get close to midfield. He gets to about the 47-yard line where the Patriots will put it in play. 1st and 10. That was number 14 who carried it, Kyle Rice. Jimbo, I think I moved your mic. I think you had a loose mic connection. Talk to me, Jimbo.
I think that's what it was.
Perfect.
Yeah,
now we got it.
Jimbo's loose.
Now I can see
Jimbo's a loose kind of guy.
Jimbo,
8'2", he's loose.
8'2" gets up every morning and does this just with the swinging with the oldies Richard Simmons.
I think he does.
Type stretches
on his VHS.
That's right. That's right. Then gets on his Peloton and goes 75 miles. Waiting on the snap. New quarterback in the game takes it. He's going to look down the field, throws it out here in the flats. He's got a receiver at the 47-yard line across midfield.
Whoa.
He's going to get inside to the 43-yard line. There's going to be a hold on Powdersville.
That might be hold.
I believe it's a hold. Landon Fowler, the sophomore quarterback in the game, finds his receiver in the flats. Guy gets the 10-yard gain needed for a first down, but there's going to be a penalty marker, and I believe it's a hold on the slot receiver against the of Powdersville that kept the Cyclone defender from getting out to tackle him.
Isn't that their first penalty?
I believe that's their first penalty of the night, isn't it? Second penalty of the night. Oh, yeah, they had a face mask.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Their coach has to have something to criticize them about.
Well, they had to roughen the passer in the first half. Ball's at the 37-yard line. 43-yard line, moving right to left. Number 12 in the game, Landon Fowler at the quarterback position, a sophomore. Waits on the snap, hands it off to Xavier Fowler over the left side. He's got some running room, 50-yard line, 45-yard line. He's going to get inside the 40, down to the 41 of the Cyclones, where Powdersville put it in town. Play 1st and 10. Xavier Fowler over the left side for a gain of about 13, Jimbo.
Yeah, he had a good hole to cut through, and he took advantage of every yard of it.
5 minutes left in the third period here. Rain is misting, moving right to left for the Powdersville and the Rain. The quarterback takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right. Got a man in the flats. That's Xavier Fowler. He caught it at the 30-yard line and then dropped it. Wet football got him, I believe.
It was right in his hands, though.
Yeah, I believe the wet football got him, Jimbo.
It could have been.
Coach Muster has his football team ready to play tonight, men.
He's got a good football team. They're disciplined. They do a lot of things very well.
They're well experienced.
I thought, though, he was in position, the hands were there. I thought something turned his head out or something.
2 receivers to the right side, 2 to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun with Xavier Fowler behind him in the pistol. Hands it off to Fowler up the middle. Cyclone's going to hit him, but he's going to drive the pile forward for a gain of 3, maybe 4. Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Powdersville Patriots. 4 minutes and counting. DJ Stevenson on the stop for the Cyclones. I tell you what, in all, it's not been a bad night for the football field. The rain has not been bad. It's been a steady mist, a little bit of a breeze, but no seriously heavy downpours.
Field looks fantastic.
Quarterback claps his hands. He gets the snap. Cyclone's going to bring a little pressure. He's got some running room. Now he runs to the opposite side. Cyclone's giving chase. That's a good block out there on the flats by his tackle that sprung him, who blocked the Cyclone defender out of bounds. That's a good time block by number 73 out there. Let's give him credit.
Let's give credit.
Caleb Clement.
Yeah, nice job by the backup quarterback, too, creating some yardage with his feet, doing a nice job out there, and it's good to get, for Powdersville, it's good to get a guy like this, a little bit of experience. You never know what happens in the next couple of games.
Oh, absolutely. Offset pistol formation. Hands it off to his running back, Fowler. Fowler gets 30-yard line, 25-yard line. He's still driving the Cyclones backwards. He gets down to the 21-yard line. He gained 9. Brings up 2nd and 1. Clock's running. 2:57 left in the third.
Got to give some credit to the cheerleaders on both sides, doing a really nice job in some probably not so fun conditions for them.
Difficult conditions. Quarterback claps his hands. Running back's behind him. Hands it off to his running back. Starts right, cuts back left. Cyclones hit him hard in the hole. Cayenne Kennedy, but not before he gets the first down. Brings up 1st and 10. Ball's inside the Cyclone 20 at the 19. 2:26 in the third. We got Jimbo's mic set up like we like it. Talk to us, Jimbo. Tell us.
I tell you what, it was a miracle of electronic proportions.
Tell you what, if you didn't have such a wonderful engineer and producer on this football
I know we'd be
broadcast
in bad shape.
team.
Billy Baxter.
Okay. And so quarterback takes it's going to be a hold. It's coming back. He tosses it out to Fowler in the flats after buying some time. Fowler goes into the end zone, but there's a hold on the offensive line. They'll back him up 10 yards, take 6 points off the board, Jimbo.
Yes, sir.
Billy Baxter is a great producer, and
No
we
doubt
appreciate
about it.
everything he enables us to do on Friday nights.
He is the guy.
He's the guy. He gets mad at us. I talked to him today. He's mad at us because we eat really well and we talk about it.
Well,
And he's stuck up there eating something from Joe's One Stop. And here's the best part. He can't talk to us right now because we're online. So
hey, someone's got to pay the price.
that's right.
That's right, Jeff.
And we appreciate it.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. You heard me say that earlier, Bill. Today you're just a bug.
I kind of thought that Jeff Sigmund made him supper and brought it to him every Friday night. And let him eat something good up there. Maybe smoked him some barbecue or brisket, something like that.
Or ribs, some ribs.
Yeah. Oh, it's a wild snap to the right side, but the quarterback corrals it, hands it off to his running back over the left side. He's going to get run out of bounds by Reggie Heath, but not – he's going to get down to the 25-yard line. It is 1:36 to go in the third. Clock continues to run. Maurice Feaster runs him out of bounds, brings up 2nd down and long for the Patriots. Ball's at the Cyclone 25. They got to get to about the 10, maybe 9 for a first down. So I think we got a 16 yards to go, 2nd down. 42-6 lead, Powdersville. 1 minute to go in the third. Travis Jenkins up here from the Chester News and Reporter doing a great job.
Kind of a fair weather reporter tonight.
Being dry.
Quarterback takes the snap. Cyclones give chase. He throws across the middle, and the ball falls incomplete. He had a receiver out there, number 34, his safety valve, Xavier Fowler, from his running back position.
Let me tell you what
third
Travis
down
is
and
not
long.
going to do. Travis isn't going to work for the mail. He's rain, sleet, or snow. They're out there. He's up here tonight in his book and – but then again, it's kind of tough to hard to write guys in the rain.
Yeah, that's right. And look, he got his media pass on. He can go wherever he wants to.
Yeah, he can.
He can go wherever he wants to. Somebody told me Travis was going to the next White House press correspondence dinner. Is that correct, Travis?
He's going. He said he's going to get him some taquitos at QT afterwards.
He's focused over there. He ain't paying us no attention. Quarterback in the shotgun, claps his hands, gets the snap. He throws it out in the flats, and he had a man open. The wet football got to him, plus he looked upfield too quickly. Ball falls incomplete. I believe that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. So we're going to go to the fourth. Cyclones down 42-6 here in the second round of the State 3A playoffs. We'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK.
Oh goodness gracious! This is your Guitar Hero. This is the guitar. I mean, this is it right here.
I tell you what, man.
Can you play this on Guitar Hero, Travis?
I'm telling you.
I tried.
Look, Jeff Kerr is like he's living his best Vince Vaughn from Couples Retreat, Guitar Hero Couples Retreat moment tonight.
I'm telling you, this is some good stuff right here. If he could play some Stones, Paint It Black. I mean, we're. He's had Zeppelin. He's had Zeppelin. You were here. You were in traffic.
Here we go. All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School. Cyclones down 42-6 to start the fourth. Final game, it appears to be, of the 2022 season for the Chester Cyclones, and they will look like to finish the season 7-5, barring some kind of miracle here in the
field goal into the wind.
Fourth quarter. 43-yard field goal by Spearman, attempt into the wind. Kicks up, and it is going to be short. And so the Cyclones will hold. Good attempt by Spearman. Cyclones will take it over first and 10, and I believe they'll take it over at the 25-yard line,
I'll
roughly.
tell you what, that was impressive with that wind. He wasn't far off.
Oh, they'll take it over to the 20-yard line. Touchback.
He's coming straight in his face, too.
Cyclones have it first and 10, moving right to left. They'll huddle up here to start the fourth, down 42-6. Cyclones come out and put a good drive together, the first drive of the second half. Kept running the football, run your offense, get the guys in the right location. Kine Kennedy from the right side of the line to the left in the tight end position. Hands it off, Trooper does to Andre Evans. Andre gets to the 30-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a Cyclone first down. And we got a bunch of pushing going on out there. Gabe Hope jumped back up, but I'm glad that the officials were wise, told him to settle down and get back to the huddle. 11:06 to go in this ball game. Cyclones down 42-6. Coach Floyd had his guys come out here, give it all they got.
And they're doing that.
Start the second half. Trooper takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Andre. Andre's over the 35-yard line to about the 37. I like how Coach Floyd's getting Andre and Shadim a lot of touches here in what will be the final quarter of their football careers in Chester High School. Two good football players, men.
Yeah, I think Shadim will find him a place somewhere next year. Who knows where, but I think he does a lot of things really well. And guys like that play hard as he does, I think there's a place for you somewhere.
Trooper calls his play to his offensive lineman. They get put in the right location. Kine Kennedy at the tight end position on the left side of the line. Gabe Hope on the right side. Trooper takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Andre this time. Andre stutter steps his way through the hole. He's at the 40-yard line. He's going to drive hard and close to a first down. And they're going to bring up third down and 1, maybe third down and 2 for the Cyclones with 10:02 to go in this one. Cyclones down 42-6. Coach Muster bringing a lot of his reserves in on defense tonight here in the second half. Number 52 just makes his way onto the field. I don't have his number on my sheet, which means he probably was brought up after the JV squad, Jimbo.
Yep, I agree. He's probably got all JVs in there.
Troopers in the shotgun. Takes the shotgun snap. It's high. He gets it, corrals it, hands it off to Andre. Andre's at the 45-yard line, 50. He's still on his feet. He's going to drive hard to the 45-yard line. He gained 15 yards and enough for a Cyclone first down.
That was an all-heart run right there.
You know, these young kids from Powdersville are getting a lot of in-game experience in the playoffs. Good for them, you know, builds their program up down the road too.
Oh, absolutely. Good sportsmanship by Coach Muster. I'm really impressed with Coach Muster. I was impressed with him last year, but certainly impressed with him this year. His game plan, his guys have executed, and they've played really well. Double tight end set for the Cyclones. Trooper takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Andre Ovens over the right side. Back behind that right side offensive line, Jeremiah Gladden, C.J. McCree. He gets to the 40-yard line where the Cyclones will put it in place, second down and 5. Nose of the football on the 40, Jimbo.
Yeah, but maybe we can get one more score.
Jimbo, Cyclones moving right to left here. You're correct. We hope so.
Yes, sir. We got 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Troopers in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, Andre. Andre went to the well one too many times there. Gets hit in the backfield. And for a loss of 1, brings up third down and 6 for the Cyclones. 8 minutes and counting here in this football game. Cyclones down 42-6 in Powdersville. Long way away from Chester. Cyclones just never had it tonight. But we give credit. I believe the Cyclones came out a little flat, but I'll tell you what, I believe Powdersville took it from the Cyclones.
No doubt about it.
They took the energy from what energy they had, they took from them early on and took it away often. First half, 5 of 8 and touchdowns on offense. Trooper Floyd takes a shotgun snap, throws it across his body. That's Kai and Kennedy at the 25, 15, 10, 5 touchdown Cyclones. It is 42-12 with 7:43 left in this one. Trooper Floyd to Kai and Kennedy for a gain of 35 yards and a touchdown.
That was a nice pass. It was good and soft, and he laid it right out there in his arms.
Good pass for the Cyclones there. Cyclones being there, keep their offense on the field. They're going to go for 2. Gabe Hope comes off the field. Number 6, Jaquan Carter comes onto the field for the Cyclones here. 42-12. Cyclones going to have an untimed down here, going for 2 to try to make it 42-14. Cyclones have come out and played respectably well here in the third quarter and fourth quarter. Play with heart, which is all you can ask for as they finish up their season here in 2022. Trooper Floyd in the empty backfield set. Andre Evans in motion, turns around, hands it off to his guy in the slot. That's Jaquan. Jaquan over the right side, left side. He's going to try to run his way into the end zone, but he gets knocked out of bounds at the 5. Try is no good. So it is 42-12 with 7:43 left in this one. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Cyclone football on WRBK. Well,
all right.
I just got a text from my wife who told me and showed me a picture of Joshua's pumpkin bread.
Pumpkin bread.
Joshua just made some pumpkin bread. Come on
that
now.
That needs to come to 169 York Street.
I'll tell him. It's going to be eating at 138 West End first.
No. I'll be looking for my slice at the door.
Bill Baxter sent me a text I can't read online.
My boy Billy.
All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School. Kai and Kennedy's kickoff is going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a penalty, and Powdersville is going to take it over on their 35-yard line with 7:30 left in this one. Clock's running. Cyclones down 42-12. It's in what is the last quarter of their 2022 football season. It's been a good season. It's been good fun, and I believe Powdersville is going to make Chester kick it again. I'm surprised at that.
I'm very surprised at that.
Coach Muster is going to make them kick it again. I thought he'd just take it at the 36-yard line.
Well, you got to work on your kickoff return team, too.
That's interesting, though. I agree. I don't disagree with that, Jeff. I just think that,
Yeah, I mean, that's all I can think of.
Oh, wait a minute. What happened? They didn't back him up 5 yards. Oh, I was getting ready to say, they got to back him up 5 yards. I was sitting there going, what in the world? Maybe they made him kick it again because they weren't ready for him to kick it or something. That's a procedure penalty on the Cyclones when the ball goes out of bounds. So they back him up 5 yards, and Coach Muster has decided he's going to kick it, make him kick it again. Though now, Kyan Kennedy has the ball teed up at the 35-yard line. Here's the run-up and the kick. It's going to hit, take a couple bounces, and hit the Powdersville defender in his feet, but he's able to get his hands on it. He's going to go over the right side. That's Xavier Fowler, number 34, and he lowered his head and knocked himself out of bounds after Zeke Davis hit him hard, and he goes out of bounds inside Cyclone territory. I don't have my ball placement sheet tonight, which I usually keep up with, but because of our space and sitting up and all that kind of stuff, I didn't keep up with it. But I would imagine it's probably 50% of the drives for Powdersville started inside Cyclone territory.
I don't doubt that.
This one's at the Cyclones 49. It might be more than that, but this one starts at the 49-yard line of the Cyclones. Powdersville moving left to right. They've got Xavier Fowler in the backfield in the pistol formation. Man to the left of the quarterback is Cooper Butler. Hands it off the 34 over the left side. That's Fowler. Fowler's got some running room. 40-yard line. He's going to get over 40-yard line to the 38. Oh, that's it. They said it was 24 up here, and they got better eyes than I do. So that's Brandon Waldrop. He's a sophomore running back. 1st and 10 after a gain of 11. 6 minutes left in this one. Clock's running. He hands it off to his running back up the middle. This time Cyclones hit him in the hole. That's Antonio Hopkins. Takes him down for a loss after a gain of 1. Number 24 carried that ball. Waldrop. Cortez Woods on the tackle along with number 16, Antonio Hopkins for the Cyclones. DJ Stevenson comes in for the Cyclones. Hopkins goes out. Kyan Kennedy in. Floyd Young at the Mike backer in the middle. Kyan at the right side linebacker. Here he comes on pressure. Hands it off to his running back up the middle. Cyclones hit him in the hole, but he drives the pile forward for a gain of 3, maybe 4. Brings up 3rd down and 5 for the Powdersville Patriots. Ball's at the Cyclone 34. They got to get to the 29 for a 1st down. Clock's running. 5:22 left in this one. Cyclone season will come to an end tonight, but it's been a good, fun season. Coach Floyd's team has had some ups. They've had some downs. They've played a really tough schedule. They've learned a lot, and I look for them to come back next year stronger and better than they are this year. Jimbo.
I agree with you 100%. We only, like we said earlier, you want to have 6 seniors, very important seniors, but we got a good crew coming back.
Quarterback takes a shotgun snap. Cyclones give pressure. He slips as he tries to roll to his left. Antonio Hopkins touches him down, but he didn't need to, for the quarterback is down at the 44-yard line. That's a big-time loss of about 10 on the play. Brings up a punting situation for the Powdersville Patriots.
That was a wet field.
Oh, sure.
Wet field contributed.
Foot slipped out from under him. Had happened to Troopers several times tonight, trying to make that quick turn, Jim, and you just go down. Punt. On the punt for Powdersville is Ethan Miller, the junior punter. Only his 2nd punt of the night. Ball, he stands at his own 41. He gets a good snap this time. That ball's a good punt to the right side, angled punt. Now it comes back to the middle of the field. Takes a Powdersville roll inside the 20-yard line down to the 14-yard line where the Cyclones will put it in play. 1st and 10 at their own 14. 4 minutes left in this one. 42-12 lead for Powdersville over the Cyclones. Cyclones have 4 minutes left in this 2022 football season. Powdersville will move on next week to play the winner of the Daniel football game. And I don't know who they're playing.
They play Woodruff, so they'll play Daniel next week.
Daniel and Woodruff.
Yeah. We've seen Woodruff.
Oh, yeah. And they'll host the game here. Barring a miracle, they'll be playing the Lions right here in Powdersville Stadium. Low snap, but Trooper fields it well. Hands it off to his running back up the middle this time. He's going to get hit in the hole and driven backwards. And I believe that's Andre Evans for the Cyclones. So it brings up 2nd down and 9 after a gain of 1. 3:20 left in this one. And Coach Floyd got what he wanted out of his players here in the second half. Not the victory they came over here to get. Not the victory they talked about all week. But, Jimbo, they got a team that came out here and played in the second half.
Oh, yeah, in the second half they played. And the first half was just it was just a comedy of errors. Well, I mean, it was just one thing after another going wrong.
Coach Floyd's also has play calling through one pass here in the second half, and he's just run the ball. Let's see what the guys have. Let's see a little heart, Jeff. And they came out and gave it to him, and you said they'll blow this up. This will be motivation for the future.
I'd have a picture of that scoreboard, and it would be about the size of that scoreboard, and I'd have it all over the locker rooms for the entire year.
Yep. So 2:34 left in this one. 42-12, Powdersville. Cyclones have it 3rd down and 6, deep inside their own territory. Trooper Floyd's got an empty backfield set. Takes a shotgun snap. He's going to sling it out here, try to sling it out here to the flats. He throws the ball downfield in double coverage, trying to hit Reggie Heath. Ball falls incomplete. And you got to give Powdersville credit, too, Jeff. They've hit Reggie most every play this week, this evening.
They watched the film.
But they've doubled him about every play this game.
That clock's supposed to be running.
Cyclones will punt. Trooper Floyd will drop back to punt. Ball spotted at the Cyclone 18. 4th down and 6. Trooper's going to stand inside his own 5 to punt this one away. Clock's running 2:06, 2:07, or 2:04. Here's got a good snap from Jalen. And that's going to be most likely the last punt of the season for Trooper Floyd. It takes a Cyclone roll at the 40-yard line. It's going to be kicked down deep inside Powdersville territory for a touchback because the running back never was able to catch the football. He kept kicking it as he ran it.
But
what happened there, Jimbo?
I don't know about that.
I don't think that's the right call. I may be
think-
wrong, but I don't think that's the right call.
Crossed the goal line. They call it a touchback, but he kicked it back there several times. That's the right call? Guy to my left said it was a punter. Stats guy said it happens. That's the call. If the ball crosses the line in high school, it's not been possessed, it is a touchback.
And if you've got first-hand experience, that counts.
Yeah, the 82-yard. That goes to his stats.
It actually probably is.
Put it down, Travis, in the annals. 82-yard punt for Trooper Floyd.
Trooper.
1 minute left in this one. 42-12. Powdersville, they're just going to be in the victory formation, kneel this one out, and it will be the football game. Waiting on the snap here. Cyclones will end this season 7-5. They had some tough losses, played some really tough teams, but got to the second round of the playoffs and hit a buzzsaw tonight here in Powdersville. It's going to be the end of the football game here as Powdersville will knee it one more time, and it will be 42-12 as a final. Powdersville will move to the 3rd round of the state championship and will play the winner of the Daniel and Woodruff game here next Friday night. So with that said, the Cyclone season comes to an end. Powdersville goes to 11-1 on the season with their 42-12 victory over the Cyclones. Cyclones fall to 7-5 as they finish the season in the 2nd round of the state championship. I believe, we'll wrap this up, but I believe this is one of Coach Floyd's best coaching performances in his time during Chester, and I'll talk briefly about that as we wrap it up. We'll take a break, and we'll come back. 2-minute break, Bill. Cyclones down 42-12.
That's yours? Is that yours?
Yes.
Tough one there, but
Other thing I think that we're playing All I Do Is Win by DJ Khaled. And every time I hear this song, all I can think about is when it first came out, this was like the hot song.
Austin was in high school.
Yeah, and it was like the hot song that every cheerleading troop danced to at a ball game. And you would go, you'd see them out on the field at the halftime show, or you'd go to a basketball game and they'd be playing All I Do Is Win, and they all out there doing a little choreographed dance. So every time I think about it, I think about cheerleaders dancing.
Bless you.
Bless you, Jimbo.
Thank you. Well, why do they wait till now to turn on the lights?
And an exciting game going on in Charlotte right now. It's 3-0 in the second quarter.
Who's winning?
Panthers.
Oh, Pinheiro hit a field goal against the Falcons. How do you believe? How do you do?
The Falcons have 42 yards of offense, and the Panthers have 106. Good grief.
Oh, they're playing the alma mater.
I think it's out that way. I'll help him get it up. Yeah. Clint and I'll close it out.
All right, we're back here at Powdersville High School. They're playing the alma mater. Victorious 42-12 over the Cyclones tonight. Cyclones season comes to an end here in Powdersville. Second round of the state playoffs. And Jeff had a good season. I think this is one of Coach Floyd's best coaching performances. But let's just simply talk about this football game first. Chester just never had it. They didn't come out here with a lot. They just didn't have it tonight, and then Powdersville took what little they had away quickly.
Yeah, our second drive kind of defined this game. We had an opportunity. We were not to say driving. We had a first down, right?
Right.
And then 2 penalties back us up, and then it just went backwards from there, and we just couldn't find our own way out. But listen, these guys are really good. They're seasoned. They played a really good game, and hats off to them. Congratulations to Powdersville. I'm sure they're going to continue on, and they got a lot of exciting things ahead of them, and hats off to them. They were the better team tonight. I have no problem saying that at all. But Cyclones got a lot to look forward to, Clint. They got a lot of guys back next year, a lot of guys at some key positions. Certainly got Trooper coming back. They got a lot of guys that just had to play some football this year to kind of figure it out.
Oh, absolutely. I think the future is bright for this football team. I said it early on in the season, and I think Chester's a year away of really making a deep run. Of course, we thought that last year, and they surprised us. Zan put the football team on his shoulders. But I think this team was, they learned a lot. They only lose 6 seniors. I think the future's bright for them. Coach Floyd, I think this is one of his best coaching performances in his time in Chester both times. And the reason I say that, Jeff, he didn't have numbers, man. There were games we had less than 30 players.
Yeah, that's tough against the teams we were playing.
Yeah, and you go up there. We go up against Catawba Ridge, who plays North Augusta tomorrow night, I think. But Catawba Ridge, who could very easily make a run to the state championship 4A, we go up there and play, and we're missing 3 starters. Yeah. You start the season without Antonio Hopkins. It's just one of those things that just happens, and I think he kept the team together. I think he kept pushing, and I think that lost a lot of leadership from last year's team. So I think Coach Floyd did a fantastic job. They got nothing to hang their head about. They just ran up against a better football team. There's no question about it.
The thing is going in the off season and as you're going into the summer and all that, you're trying to create some depth, and hopefully they were able to do that this year, give some guys some playing time, because the less you have to deal with guys playing both ways the entire game, that just bodes well for your team, offensively and defensively. So, it'll be a tough off season, but you look back at this game and you think, all right, was this really define us? No, it really doesn't. It's just a football game. And at the end of the day, the ball just didn't bounce our way tonight. We had a tough time.
Well, we had a tough time, and it was a tough week. Everything going along with it. Rain all of a sudden. Everything happened short week, but I tell you what, Powdersville was ready to play. Powdersville's a really good football team. We talked about on the way over here, you don't get to be 10-1 and not be a really good team. Now they're 11-1. We've seen what they can do. I look forward to seeing how they play next week against the winner of Daniel and Woodruff. Most likely it will be Daniel. And I know that everybody in Chester will be Patriots fans. At least the broadcast crew will be next Friday night. So from Powdersville, I'm Clint Davis. Jeff Kerr, Jim Fuller stepped away. But thank you guys for joining us for the season. Bill, thank you. I know you can't speak back to us, but thank you for being there with us all season. Jeff Sigmund, thank you for letting us call these games again. And all of our sponsors who make this possible, we appreciate you, and we appreciate the fans for listening. And one final time, let me say this to my man who's a very faithful listener, been listening for years, and that is Larry Teague. Thanks for tuning in, brother, and thanks for always listening to the Cyclones and pulling them on and pulling them through the radio. Thank you guys for being with us. Until next season, I'm Clint Davis, Jeff Kerr, and Jim Fuller. We all say good night, and you guys, thanks. It's been a good season. Go Cyclones.